Here we go. Good morning, you beautiful souls of Mzansi. It is a feel-good Thursday, and you are tuning into just the right place. You've made the right decision to spend the morning with us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on S3. We're going to have a wonderful morning. We're looking forward to hanging out with you for 3 whole hours, and it's also going to be a beautiful day for once in the Mother City. We're looking forward to that. So here's what you can expect. Grant Hines, the man, is here. He's going to be joining us all morning long, and also he's brought along a brand new game. It's one that is going to take you back to your childhood. Mortal Kombat. Yes, it's back, and like I said, we're going to evoke those memories. I'm also going to go head-to-head with Ryle to see who can come out tops on this one. It's going to be a bit of a clash of the titans situation. Stick around for that one. Then, of course, entertaining us this morning, we heard the sound checks. This man is absolutely incredible. Singer-songwriter Ilan van Staden performing a number of songs, one of them called Koue Pizza, want ons is almal hier vir 'n stukkie koue pizza in die oggend. And then finally, of course, our minds are already on holiday. We are that time of the year, and we're going to be sharing some of our favorite holiday destinations. Plus, we get a glimpse of Kutle's experience of the beautiful Protea Hotel in Bloemfontein in Willow Lake. So stick around for that and a whole lot more. We got so much heading your way right now, though. Let's say good morning to our other fellow beautiful colleagues this morning and get that conversation started on social media.
I can't concentrate, bro. The man's jawline is just busting out this morning. Look at Superman. Oh, good morning, Jude. Grant, how you doing, bro?
I'm good.
Man, it's so good to be at the home with you, man. This is going to be an absolutely exceptional show, as you heard from my brother over there. But we're diving into this conversation right now and chatting to you, of course, on our social medias. We've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, you name it. We're chatting to you and finding out about the following. If you were to marry into a sport, right? If you were a wag or a hab, that's the wife or husband of the game. Which sport would you want to marry into and why? Grant, what would you do, bro?
I've been giving this a lot of thought, actually, because this is the past. But I want to marry somebody into esports.
Ooh.
Right? Everyone's talking about basketball and rugby and stuff, but I want to be with somebody that's playing Counter-Strike. You know what I mean? Somebody that's playing Valorant, and I can bring them snacks and be like, I'm your husband, don't worry. I'm a stay-at-home.
Imagine your wife didn't even use guns, and just went out stabbing people with a knife in the game. That would be amazing. Oh, quality, quantity, that's what it's coming at you right now. Feel Good Breakfast Show, come through. Let us know if you were to marry into a sport, what would it be? I'd go for like F1 maybe, or tennis, but
you're the parties.
Yeah,
oh, traveling the world.
Court side. But anyway, Mzansi, let us know what you think. For now, it's time to kick off official duties, and Ewan standing by.
Thanks so much, team. It is 3 minutes past 6 o'clock on your Thursday morning. Starting off with your national news very quickly. SA's Navy Chief, Vice Admiral Monde Lobise, says the submarine school is to be renamed the Gillian Hector Training Centre. Now, the submarine squadron workshops are to be renamed after Master Warrant Officer William Matipa and the submarine squadron officers after Warrant Officer Class 1 Mokwapa Mojela. Now, they, together with Lieutenant Commander Hector, tragically lost their lives after being swept off the SAS Mantatisi near Komiki in the Western Cape last Wednesday. Now, the SA's Navy top brass colleagues, friends and family paid moving tributes to Commander Hector and Warrant Officers Mojela and Matipa at a special parade yesterday. And well-known struggle veteran Aziz Pollard has passed away. He was 83 years old. During the struggle against apartheid, Pollard played an important role in the establishment of the anti-apartheid movement in Britain and Europe. He also served as Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs from 1994 to 2008. He was the brother of the late Esop Pollard, who served as Minister in the presidency from 1999 to 2008. Making international news headlines this morning, the U.S. Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, concluded his African visit in Angola yesterday, saying the success of the continent was crucial for all futures. Now, speaking in the capital, Luanda, he emphasized the United States' commitment to helping Africa advance its security and enhance its protection against, as he put it, 21st century dangers. Now, Austin, who was visiting Africa for the first time since taking office, called for equal partnership between the United States and Africa to increase freedom and justice for all. And 6 young Portuguese have filed a lawsuit against 32 governments, including EU member states, the UK, Norway, Russia, Switzerland, and Turkey. Now, they accuse the countries of insufficient action over climate change and failing to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions sufficiently to achieve the Paris Agreement target of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Now, if successful, it could have legally binding consequences for the governments involved. Aged from 11 to 24, the claimants argue that the forest fires that have occurred in Portugal each year since 2017 are a direct result of global warming. And finally, how's this? One, you get pet owners and you get unusual pet owners. You also get pet or animal lovers and unusual animal lovers for that matter. And if you put them together, you get animal lover Dave Brooker from Kent in the UK. Now, he goes absolutely everywhere with his beloved pet turkey. Yes, you've heard it right. Now, ever since she was born 2 years ago on his farm, the turkey named Trouble Version 2, or T2 for short, it follows Dave absolutely everywhere, from the pub to the dentist, etc. Nothing weird to see T2 with a 56-year-old sitting in the White Horse pub pecking at a packet of chips. Now, T2 has made such an impression on her owner that he now propagates December as the month when all turkeys should go on holiday. What do you make of that story? Let us know. That's your news headlines for the 6 o'clock bulletin. Right now, let's get into your first take of sports with Ryle.
Thank you so much, Ewan. I love that report. For now, let's dive into more of the sporting action. And a lot went down last night. Before we get into that, let's chat rugby, all right? Now, I know a lot of us in South Africa are debating on this position, but Andre Pollard will make his return to the Springboks for the first time since August 2022. And Marco van Staden will serve as the replacement hooker, donning the number 16 jersey in the Springboks' final Rugby World Cup pool match against Tonga in Marseille this weekend. Now, coach Jacques Nienaber has rotated the starting team, making 12 changes from the previous match against Ireland, with Siya Kolisi celebrating his 50th appearance as captain. Now, the outcome of this match will be crucial in determining which two teams from Pool B advance to the quarterfinals and their respective opponents. Well, from the rugby pitch, let's head over to the cricket pitch. And Glenn Maxwell's impressive performance with career best figures of 4 for 40 helped Australia secure a 66-run victory over India in the third one-day international, and this ending their 5-match losing streak. Now, Mitchell Marsh led the batting effort with a score of 96, helping Australia reach a total of 352 runs for 7 wickets. Now, their bowlers then successfully defended this total by dismissing India for 286 in Rajkot. Now, while India won the 3-match series 2-1, Australia finished on a positive note as they prepare for the upcoming World Cup starting on October the 5th in India. Well, lots went down when it comes to footballing action, but listen to this, some records being broken. Mamelodi Sundowns achieved a historic feat by setting a new record for the longest unbeaten run in the PSL. Now, they defeated Stellenbosch 3-1, extending their unbeaten streak to 32 league matches, surpassing Kaizer Chiefs' previous record of 31 games set in 2005. Now, Sundowns also equaled Chiefs' PSL era record of 8 consecutive wins at the start of the season. Now, despite making 7 lineup changes, they secured 24 points from their first 8 games, establishing a commanding lead at the top of the standings. Well, let's dive into last night's footy action, and in a stunning upset, Newcastle United eliminated 8-time League Cup champions Manchester City with a 1-0 victory. Now, Alexander Isak scored the decisive goal in the second half, securing Newcastle's place in the next round. Now, meanwhile, in other results from the evening, Chelsea defeated high-flying Brighton and Hove Albion 1-0, while Aston Villa and Brentford suffered defeats at home to Everton, which was 2-1, and Arsenal 1-0 respectively. On top of this, 9-time winners Liverpool emerged victorious with a 3-1 victory over Leicester City at Anfield. Well, that's all the sporting action I have for you right now. We'll dive into all of that again in the next hour. For now, though, let's dive into the weather and see what you can expect for the day.
Thank you so much, Ryle. Let's dive into some weather news. First and foremost, the commercial farmers organisation Agri-Western Cape says although it's pleased with the high rainfall figures in the province, it remains concerned about the negative impact of recent floods on the sector. Now, heavy rains wreaked havoc across the province on Monday, damaging roads, infrastructure and flooding vast tracts of farmland. Now, Agri-Western Cape CEO Jannie Strydom says, unfortunately, with this amount of rain, there are challenges for the agriculture sector, especially for the Overberg area. He says grain rains are looking good this season, and they trust that this rainfall will not have too serious negative impacts on the potential harvest at this stage. Now, some of the city's rainfall, according recording stations, show September monthly rainfall figures to be more than 3 times the long-term monthly average. Kloof, Cape Town's largest dam, is at 115.6% capacity and has been overflowing for the last month. And with that, we look at your temperatures right now. Some crazy stories out there with regards to the floods, and I do hope that everyone is okay right there. Your temperatures this morning: Polokwane starting off on 10 minimum this morning with a maximum of 22 degrees. Mbombela on 12 and a high of 21. Pretoria 12 and a high of 23. Johannesburg starting off on 11 and your maximum 22 degrees. Mahikeng on 12 minimum this morning, warming up to 27 degrees. Klerksdorp on 10 minimum, also a maximum of 27. Kimberley starting off on 9 degrees minimum, your maximum 27 as well. Bloemfontein on 4 degrees minimum, nice and cool, but warming up to a mild maximum of 25 degrees. Richards Bay 15, 22 this morning. Pietermaritzburg 11 minimum with a maximum of 22 as well. Durban can expect a minimum of 16, reaching a high of 23. Mthatha on 10 minimum, your maximum 23 degrees. Over in East London, you can expect a minimum of 12 this morning, your maximum 20 degrees. Cradock on a minimum of 8 this morning, warming up to a mild maximum of 24. Gqeberha on a 12 minimum, your maximum 20. George 13 and a high of 22 degrees. Cape Town this morning 14 and a maximum of 25 degrees. Worcester starting off on 15 and a hot maximum of 29. Sutherland on 9 minimum, your maximum 22. And Uppington starting off on 11 degrees and a maximum of 30. Now over to your sunrise views. Thank you very much for taking the time, snapping those pictures and sending them to us. We want to say good morning to Patrick. Good morning, Patrick, who sent in this absolutely flawless view from Stellies this morning. Yep, all the way in Stellenbosch, showing off this beautiful clear sky. Thanks so much, Patrick. Looks absolutely stunning. Kobile in Eswatini snapped the stunning cloud formations. Look at that. Thank you very much. Beautiful, interesting view as well with the sun there at the bottom. Margaret, good morning to you in Kenville. Also clearing up the fluffy white clouds. Stunning. Thank you very much. Good morning to Nicholas in the beautiful Hartenbos overlooking the horizon. Of course, watching the city lights twinkle there in the distance. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thanks so much for sharing. Makes our morning. Continue sharing your picture with us. You can do so on a WhatsApp line 063 408 8863.
Oh, absolutely love it, Ewan. Thank you so much for bringing that through. And Mzansi, keep sharing those sunrise views. For now, though, we're going to keep sharing all the anticipation that makes you want to stick around and not go anywhere. Why? Because G-Man's throwing a tea party. Yeah, believe it or not, this is something the kids are going to love. I wonder if he did too. And then clearly, someone that's supposed to be at work, but very distracted right now. Grant Hines, what's happening?
We're going to be playing some Mortal Kombat 1 after the break as well.
Oh, Reptile wins! All that animalities, babalities, fatalities, you name it. Cover right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, get hyped, get ready, and bring on all the nostalgia. We're talking about Mortal Kombat! Mortal Kombat 1 is the latest installment within the iconic Mortal Kombat franchise. Now, critics are already calling it a triumph. But what does our tech and gaming expert, Grant Hines, think about this? Clearly already distracted straight into the game, but bro...
Yeah, I love how we got in here and everybody in the studio has been watching. I mean, well, it shows that we're a little bit old. We're going through all the heroes. I was like, yeah, look, there's Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, there's Reptile, there's Scorpion. You know, like,
it literally is that. It's nostalgia. There was a movie made about it back in the day, which I think even took our imaginations to new levels. But bro, speak to me about this game. Why has Mortal Kombat remained a success? And in your book, does this tick the box? Is it another success?
It does, and
Yeah.
I think it's very, very successful in a lot of ways. But also, I'm going to get into why for South Africans it's a little bit disappointing in some ways.
Oh, okay. All right.
But a little bit of a spoiler, at the end of the last Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang just decided to rewind time and set like the world at peace. That was like the story. So we now kind of have like this hard reboot of the game where all these fighting characters that are at peace with the world, but they kind of do this as like not a sport, but
Just
like,
for chaos, like...
yeah, you know, like for camaraderie.
So this explains, obviously, the title Mortal Kombat 1, because I remember back in the day, the franchise kind of extended for a couple games. This is almost like back to origins, in a sense, right?
Yes, yeah. So this is kind of back to origins. So you'll see that like Jack still has his arms. Remember? he
Oh,
lost
snap,
his
yeah,
arms.
you used to have the middle ones that
Yes,
turned
exactly.
into like crazy
But
things.
they've got all these cameos. So Natara is played by Megan Fox.
What?
And Johnny Cage is played by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it's very cool.
Does Johnny Cage maybe have like a new splits move or something?
Just like showing off. Yeah, I loved it. So, I'm just going to choose. They've got this new. It's called a cameo mode where you can play with 2 players. So you play with like a second player, which is normally it's like a tag team thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I usually hate those things in fighting games. I really want to play as the the
You
actual
want to
characters.
become the hero, yeah. You want to adopt the character.
And the levels are absolutely beautiful. Let's play it.
Yeah. Now, for sure, one thing I do remember about this game, it was pretty violent, let's be honest. Is there age restriction here when it comes to this?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is for adults. This is not for kids.
Okay.
And I think this is something that I think older players will know because this is
Yeah.
like and the violence is like super over the top, but supposed to be comedic in a weird way.
Okay.
It's completely unrealistic.
Okay.
Like and kind of like the movies, you know, it takes itself too seriously.
Oh, and I've got to say, man, one thing I do remember were all the environments and the sort of stages that you would normally fight on.
They're
This is
beautiful.
not doing anything to disappoint. I mean, where is this? It looks incredible, so much more dynamic than what I remember, too.
Yeah, I think the lore of Mortal Kombat has just become so cool lately.
Yeah.
And it's grown up as a result. So I'm going to tag team somebody in. You'll see now. Oh, there we go. So
Oh.
Cyrax came in for me. Yo, Reptile versus Reptile's hectic.
It's
like
re-
two lizards,
yeah, it's
two
like-
lizards fighting.
Back into the Jurassic era, this is proper stuff. Bro, apart from the fighting, though, I'd imagine normally there's like somewhat of a storyline behind the
yes.
Mortal Kombat
The
franchises.
story-
Is that happening here?
Yeah, so the actual storyline for the single-player campaign is probably the best part of the game.
Oh, wow.
It is
Okay.
so good.
Yeah?
You get to, and I think for Mortal Kombat 11, for Mortal Kombat X, I actually say that it's actually been very good.
Oh, nice.
So I highly recommend like sitting down and playing it. They have written a textbook on how to tell a story in a fighting game.
Whoa, that's
Like,
a statement.
No,
Okay.
it is great. And it's weird because it's a game which I think most people don't expect to have a cool story. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like made up throughout the whole time. But it's very cool. The one problem for South Africans, and I have to highlight this, is that online, if you're playing online, no matter who you're playing, you're getting like a 300 millisecond ping, which is not great for a fighting game.
Your moves are slow. It's
Even if you're playing somebody in the next room and you guys have got 2 consoles in the same house and you're playing
really?
online, the ping is bad. There's no local hosting. I really hope they fix that.
Get like a local server or something, maybe. That would
yeah,
be amazing.
Yo,
Anyway.
cut away. Cut away.
Oh, okay. Kids, look away. Lucky it wasn't blood. It's just animals. It's just a game. But if you are getting nostalgic about this one, and if you are an original Mortal Kombat fan, you're going to love today. We're going to carry on playing. We're going head-to-head to see who's got the Mortal Kombat throne. And Mzansi, it's going to be good. We'll see you after this.
It's been a while that I saw 2 grown men this excited about a game. It's fantastic. But listen, we're going to take a break from all that hectic action and jump straight into the land of Fairyland this morning. Yes, let's tone it down a little bit because, you know, in Fairyland, every step is a chance to discover the extraordinary in the most ordinary moments. And Graham, our man Graham, recently experienced the magic of a fairy tale tea party firsthand.
Prepare to step into a world of wonder and whimsy with a dress-up playdate that promises enchantment literally around every turn. Watch your kids transform themselves into their favorite characters, from brave superheroes to mystical fairies, and then just let the imagination run wild, because you can at the Crazy Store with their crazy range of costumes and accessories. Dress-up parties, playdates will never be the same again, with enchantment everywhere, and we are here for that. So brace yourself for some unforgettable experiences with some truly crazy memories thrown in, and our test pilots to show us how it's done today. I want a little bit of a Mexican wave. We've got Safrin, yay! We've got Precious, yay! We've got Samara, yay! We've got Lutendo, yay! And then to bring a bit of maturity, we got Noah. Yay! Are you guys ready to have some fun? Yes, I think we need one more of those. Are we gonna have some fun? Yeah! Let's get dressed up. Come on. All right, let's take a look at you here. Get into character. Feel it. There. Beautiful. Oh, you guys look spectacular. Are you ready for some fun and games? Yes, I think so. Follow me, gang. Woohoo! Let's go, let's go, let's go! All right, welcome to the arena. So before we gather around for a tea party that would put any princess or pirate to shame, we're going to play an age-old game, probably the most competitive game to kickstart a party. Musical chairs. Okay, we don't have chairs. We're going to play musical cushions, all right? So you guys know the drill, okay? You're going to run around, run around, run around. When the music stops, you've got to sit on one of the cushions. If you are left standing, you sit on the couch. Dun, dun, dun.
The couch is nice.
It is nice. I like that positive attitude. It's a glass half full. Are you ready? You see what I did there? Are you ready? I thought it was quite good. All right, we're going to start our music in 3, 2, 1. Let the games begin. You're just working off your own pace. Nice, nice, nice. Lutendo's a man who runs in his own direction in life. Go, 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 go. Oh, look at that. The brother saw your gap. Precious, I'm so sorry. You should have had your magical wand with you this whole time. Ah, are we ready for another round? I'm going to take one of these cushions away. Up on your feet, and let's start that music going. The cue. Samara's got her game face on. Oh, he was just perfectly positioned. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause for our reigning musical cushion champion, Lutendo? It's time to crown our champion. With an actual crown, Lutendo, come stand beside me, young man, and receive your just rewards as the reigning musical cushions champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Lutendo. Well done, good job. All right, Joy, you'll have a chance to redeem yourselves. Are you up for one more challenge? The fairy tale toss?
Yes.
Yes, I actually want to take part in this one. Let's go, gang, come on! Let's go, let's go! Welcome to Fairyland, dun dun dun. Okay, get yourself next to a bucket. Good job, everybody. For our next challenge, which is the Fairyland bucket toss. You will see in front of you these magical colored orbs, okay? Don't hold them for too long or you might turn into a guinea pig, okay? So don't do it. No, that's not true. They don't turn you into a guinea pig. But what you're going to need to do with them is, in a very limited amount of time, just 30 seconds, I know it's tough, you're going to see how many of these magical orbs you can get into your buckets. You've each got a bucket in front of you. Only rule, you mustn't step in front of your buckets. So if I'm in line with the buckets, anywhere there. Okay, let's get those game faces on. Get next to your buckets. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Oh, straight out the gates. Noah's in with 2. He's got those extra long gorilla arms, so I'm gonna move it just a little bit. Yeah, oh, there we go. Now we've hit the sweet spot. Lutendo's doing brilliantly, 4 in already. Samara absolutely smashing it. Ooh, this is tense. Precious is showing what a little bit of concentration and willpower can achieve. She's righted herself. Well done. And you can stop your engines in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop! I saw that monkey business. All right, with all of you doing so well, I think I'm going to have to take a closer look. Let's count our magical orbs. Noah might have gotten a few extras in there, okay? Which means that we're going to have to go with the next most amount of magical orbs, which means, Lutendo, you've done it again, my friend. I'm glad you've taken that crown off because you've got a second crown for the day. Congratulations, sir. I know it's a tough one, competitors, but we've got to give him a round of applause. Well done. He is the reigning king of Fairyland. Well done. Okay, I know it was a bitter pill to swallow, so let's give you something extra sweet. Let's go have a tea party. Come on. Well done. If you were to choose a theme for your very own party, what theme do you think you would go for?
Like anything with animals.
Anything with animals. Why animals? Why is that so cool?
Because I love animals.
If you could choose a dress-up costume party theme, what would it be?
Soccer.
Soccer! What position do you play?
I don't play soccer, I just like it.
She just loves it. Well, I'm guessing you are going to play soccer, and I would imagine you're going to be amazing at it.
I do play soccer with my dad sometimes.
Oh, props to Dad. A tasty treat for every taste bud, and they've certainly earned it. And please remember, this is just the beginning. There are countless fantasies already waiting to come to life at the Crazy Store. And with 470 stores nationwide, the Crazy Store have got you covered. So pop in and pull off the perfect party. I'm going to say cheers, gang. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Pinkies, remember the pinkies? There we go.
No.
Cheers, lovely. Cheers, cheers.
No.
And you've got to make eye contact.
Graham, I know you had the time of your life, buddy. It looked awesome. Now, if you want to make sure you have an epic party for your young ones, the Crazy Store's got your back.
Come in with a little, leave with a lot. The Crazy Store has a whole range of stuff bound to surprise and delight the whole family.
Oh, yes, it's sticking to the magic right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show and giving you every reason to stick around. Why? Because we'll be diving into one of these Springboks that a lot of us have been waiting to don the green and gold once again. We're talking about Pollard. And then, of course, we're also diving into another Springbok, Eben Ipsabeth. He's chatting about why he is so proudly South African. And don't forget, we've still got that big challenge. It's going head-to-head with Mortal Kombat. All that and a whole lot more on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Don't go anywhere.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It's a Thursday morning and a feel-good one at that. We're having a jaw, man. Stick around. Myself and Ra's going to go head-to-head in a little bit of Mortal Kombat a little bit later on. I don't know when the last time it was that you played.
Years ago. I didn't have anything of a beard. My voice sounded broken.
Remember that back forward punch? I don't even know if it's applicable anymore. I don't know.
Let's find out, man.
But it's fine.
Think about finding out. It's time to find out about another incredible Springbok. Someone that we have all been speaking about for quite a bit of time.
Yeah,
making his
man.
debut again in the World Cup this weekend.
There's the man. We're going to see him in the number 10 jersey. And look, I think we're all excited to see him back on the field, but we want to dive into a bit of his history. Handré Pollard, of course, from his early roots in South African rugby to international glory. We are going to take a look at his inspiring journey of the Springbok star, fly half and inside centre. I mean, incredible versatile player as well. So we'll quickly start off with his early rugby. I mean, of course, he had a huge passion and rising through the ranks very, very early. Handré Pollard was born on March the 11th, 1994 in Somerset West, discovered his love for rugby at a very young age, of course, and his journey began in primary school when he was selected for the Western Province squad in the under-13 Craven Week competition in 2007. Then Pollard's talent also shone very brightly as he progressed through the youth ranks, representing Western Province in various age group tournaments, including the under-16 Grand Como Week and the under-18 Craven Week in 2011 and 2012. So already you can see he started off flying.
Started off flying. I'm watching these visuals now as well. I'm like, whoa, this guy is good. I forgot how good he actually is. But listen to this. This young player of the year. He started off at just 20 years old. Pollard was honored as the young player of the year in 2014 and a testament to his exceptional talent and potential on the international rugby stage. Now, from there, it became a global journey because his journey from playing for the Blue Bulls in South Africa to representing clubs in Japan, France, and England, including the current stint with the Leicester Tigers. This all highlights Pollard's global impact and reputation in the rugby world, and what a reputation it's been, man. Honestly, I think, again, watch these visuals. You forget how brilliant this man is at kicking, how well he handled pressure. He made us as South Africans feel calm when that moment did arise. And I know there's so much debate right now between him and choosing Le Boc. Le Boc's got this beautiful rugby running style of play. He sees gaps, he sees the vision. The kicking is debatable right now, but honestly, man, this is someone that I'm very curious to see how he plays this weekend.
Yeah, look, after not seeing him for a while in the green and gold as well, you know, and once again on a global stage like this, we know from what we've seen in the past and what he's been through, I mean, he's spot on with regards to his kicking. Versatile inside centre, fly half as well. So I think it's going to be an exciting match coming into Tonga, which we are going to be on the edge of our seats for, that is for sure. So Handré Pollard, will keep an eye on this man because he is definitely, I think, one of the greats.
And we're definitely backing up boys all the way. Doesn't matter who's donning that the fly-off position. For now, though, let's speak about another rugby player, the stalwart, the big guns, 60 kg dumbbells. I'm talking about Ebenezer Beth.
To be proudly South African means cherishing our nation's unique blend of cultures, celebrating our diverse heritage, and standing together as a resilient and vibrant community. Here's what being proudly South African means to Eben Easterbeth.
I think that makes me proud South African is obviously the sport in our country. Obviously number one for me being rugby, the Springboks, which is a fantastic team to be a part of. Obviously played in France for 3 years, but it's just not the same. When you come back and you can braai again and you can eat nice boerewors and just the people and how friendly they are. So yeah, for me South Africa, I never want to leave this country. For me it's where home is where my family is where my friends are, and just everything that happens in South Africa. Like obviously not all is good, but yeah, most of it is good, and that's the things we must cherish in South Africa. I'm really proudly South African.
Yeah, no, he can lift like 10 of Grants. For sure. Listen, yeah, but Easterbeth, what a legend. I mean, I was just having a chat to Raul off screen there. He's probably one of the scariest players on the field as well. You want to be on his side,
like
that is for sure.
though.
He's a softie, but when he gets in that mode, this man means business. Thanks, Evan. Now, remember, Plascon are giving you the opportunity to claim your share of 10 million rands worth of prizes. So what you need to do is simply spend 1,500 rand or more on Plascon products and upload your toll slip to Plascon Rewards. rugbyworldcup.com. Then follow the steps. It's very, very easy, and choose from 5 amazing voucher options.
Plus, you'll be automatically entered into their fortnight draw where you can win one of 7 inverters valued at 10,000 Rand each.
That's a lekker prize for sure.
Competition closes Saturday, the 30th of September. T's and C's can be found on plascon.co.za.
Nice.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Mycotex, strong enough to endure anything.
So much to get excited about, Mzansi. And don't forget, we are still playing this game. We're talking about Mortal Kombat, but before we do, let's dive into more of the action coming up in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're chatting about past World Cup winners, and then it's time to get our fitness on. You know that saying, new look, new you, new feels? What is happening right now? We've got the finest in active wear coming at us, and it's time to move. All that and a lot more right now. Don't go anywhere.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the Boks are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 Rands worth of Weber Prize. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to it. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on S3. We are gearing up for some more sporting action. Now, when it comes to winning, you must understand the hard work and dedication it takes to making that dream a reality, especially in a sport like rugby. It's not about just running out in the field and scoring tries. No, sir. Now, today, we are going to be throwing it back a little bit on this beautiful Thursday as we shine a light on the past Rugby World Cup champions, brought to you by the proud sponsors of the 2023 Rugby World Cup, Total Energies, and our special guest, Mr. Lorenzo Durries. Meneer, it's good to have you.
Thank you, bye.
Love it, love it, love it. Listen, there's so much action. If you take a look at the past, of course, the New Zealand All Blacks and the South African Springboks are the only 2 teams in history to win the Rugby World Cup 3 times. Now, New Zealand lifted the Webb Ellis Cup in 1987, 2011, and again in 2015, and South Africa victoriously took the win in 1995, which I think stands out for a lot of people. 2007 and again in 2019. My friend, what do you remember from those epic matches, especially I think from New Zealand's victorious win in 2007 and then South Africa's 1995?
Springboks 2007, New Zealand 2011. I know that sometimes we get it wrong.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It was one of those things. But I feel that 2007 was a year they didn't give us a chance. Jake White having been with the team, we've just gone through those years of Kampstaldraad and all of those things. We all remember those those things that went down. It was not nice, and South African rugby wasn't in a good space. But then we had people like Percy Montgomery, Brian Abana. You know, Jake White brought Bobby Skinstad back, and we were like, why are you taking Bobby with, you know?
But he was Bob then.
Yeah, Bob, just Bob, and jumping with his tongue out. And we had an amazing tournament in France, and John Smith was not the best hooker, if I can put it like that, but he was an inspirational captain. And you can't put him and Sia in the same bracket, though, at the moment with what they bring to the team and bring to the nation. But what he brought in that team was that he brought them together. They knew what they were playing for, and that's the ethos of the Springbok team. It's playing for the person next to you. You're never just playing for yourself. And then we saw that with Jake White. A little bit controversial with all of his tactics and things, but then he also had Eddie Jones in the team, and I think that's his only ever medal that he's going to get, so, you know, jab there at him. But we had an amazing team, and again, Brian Abana, Percy Montgomery, they were at their prime. We also had Frans Steyn in the team, youngster with a magnificent boot. So that team just clicked at the right time, if I can put it like that. So that was the amazing thing about them.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I think when we're speaking about the 1995, the Springbok game, I think that is a standout, you know, moment, I think, for all South Africans. I mean, I remember it. I was still a youngster.
Yes.
But it's the one World Cup that really stands out, that's been cemented, because, I mean, I just remember there was so much going on in my family as well.
I can
the
tell
celebrations. I mean, what was happening in your circles in 95, my friend?
Young Lorenzo in Mitchell's Plain, right? And I've never seen so many people coming out of their homes and celebrating. I think it was one of those moments that opened my eyes and said that sports does this for people and to people, and it unifies a nation. The most iconic moment, seeing Nelson Mandela, Tata Nelson Mandela, coming out in that number 6 jersey, and he had a way of unifying people by not looking at the fact that you oppressed us, but we need to learn to live with each other. And I think that day opened a lot of people's eyes, like, wow, like how, you know? Because remember, a lot of controversy with that match itself. Was he going to come out? Because there were talks of, is he going to actually give the trophy off? What's going to happen? Because, you know, it was still a bit shaky.
Yeah, but everything just went down so flawlessly. It was a beautiful moment. And then Australia, of course, managed to lock down 2 Rugby World Cup titles as well in 91 and 99. They haven't had a successful run this year, though, in the Rugby World Cup. Do you think it has anything to do with the approach of the coach, Eddie Jones? Because we know that he's been under quite a bit of fire.
Yeah, no, it's been an approach from Rugby Australia as a whole. Rugby Australia has had a dip, whereas before, with 91, just before the professional era, rugby was one of, or if not, the national sport at a time. There's rugby league, there's rugby union. It comes to a point where the one has now overpowered the other, and it's kind of just, you know, gone a bit down. So before Eddie came, and I don't wholly want to put all of their woes on him. It is the system itself in Rugby Australia that's been kind of
hard to put it on a single person.
You can't. And as much as media would like to paint that picture, and they're going to go after him.
Of course, they're going to go to someone.
You have to find a scapegoat. He is the scapegoat at the moment. It's just that he was brought in as the Messiah. It hasn't worked. Let's solely blame him. Let's keep everyone in administration, and we've seen that in South African sport as well. We need to change it from the top and not from the bottom.
Absolutely. Lorenzo, thanks, my man. We're going to get you, of course, back because there's lots of rugby action to still talk about. I mean, this World Cup is really heating up right now. We can look forward to a little bit of Samoa and Japan tonight. So get ready, get ready. Of course, the game festivities with Total Energies, and head over to Total Energy service stations to top up on fuel, braai, charcoal, because we need that, firelighters, snacks and drinks for the big games ahead. And you can also earn some club points that can be redeemed for cashback vouchers, helping you save on those future purchases.
Just like in rugby, it's uniting our energies that helps us move forward.
it's time to get moving. You can see why I'm so excited. From the treadmill to the track to the tarmac, level up your performance with the finest edition of activewear with moisture management finish. Yes, fashion and beauty editor. Well, actually, someone that is just ready when it comes to all things. He's a stylist, he's a fashionista, he's a brand. He's Shiraz ready, and he's here to introduce us to this athleisure range that will get you moving in comfort and style. Shiraz, I'm ready for this. I feel like the weather's finally changing from this chaos winter. So now that the season is here, 'tis the season, it's time to get our athleisure range going on, right?
Our athleisure on. And athleisure has become such a big part of our casual wear regime, and people buying athleisure to incorporate into their wardrobes. Long gone are the days we used it for comfort during lockdown. Now it's an essential in your wardrobe, whether you are someone that works out or not. And Woolies has got you with a range of amazing stuff from their edition range. I'm a big fan. I'm wearing it. You're wearing it.
Are you wearing it right now?
Let me tell you, I'm an athleisure type of guy, but I thought, hey, if not, why not?
Yeah, I was wondering, where's this glow coming
Super
from?
comfortable, and also they are big on moisture management, which is really important. I've got top 4 tips when you are shopping for athleisure. Firstly, comfort is key. Quality is essential. Make sure that the fabric is breathable, and Woolies has got that, obviously, with their moisture management fabric, but also just really ensuring that it's durable. You know what I mean? You're doing all sorts of exercises, and even if you're not someone that works out, but you just want to wear it during the day, and you're moving from the office, you're going somewhere else, or running your errands, you know what I mean? You need the durability. And Woolies has got you with the edition range. Whether it be their must-have right now for me is the woven shorts. Super stylish. I love a drawstring. I love a pocket. You can pop your, your earphones in there when you're just walking around, or your phone. Maybe you're doing a meeting on the move. This is the one to get. I'm really big on that. But also just their activewear T-shirts. I mean, look at that. Also super stylish. I love the prints. But also what's really, really cool with the activewear and the edition range at the moment at Woolies is it is a full outfit from head to toe.
Yeah, and I see the colors are here for us as well. So
I'm here for the ombre T-shirts.
Not only make a statement in the gym, but literally, like you said, athleisure is about living that brand wherever you're going. For me, it's something I live in. So these are always ticking the boxes. And I love that you've brought prints for guys and girls. So yes, please, let's celebrate that.
I am here for it.
So I'm donning some of this gear, actually. You are too. We've got a model in the house. So let's see how
and Aya is actually wearing a T-shirt that is a must-have for me. It's the ombre active T-shirt.
Nice.
Again, he's wearing the lightweight hoodie, and a great way to layer your outfits when you are getting in on your active wear is to get in on with a light hoodie. And I'm going to show you one of my favorites. It's the ombre one over here. How amazing is that? Also, a great way to make a statement if you're not someone that wears a lot of color, or if you're not big on prints. I really, really like that. But also, the ombre T-shirt, you see Aya is sporting it there as well.
It looks even better on Aya. The minute you put it on, it like elevates even more.
Absolutely, but also, I mean, a co-ord. Who doesn't love a co-ord,
I'd go out in that, bro.
I know, me too. Even Sebastian Newman here that works here, he would rock this out. I know that for a fact. But also, if you're not someone that likes to wear that type of fabric, again, very breathable, super easy to move in, durability. Again, that moisture-wicking fabric is really what Woolies has gone for with this collection with edition. And I think it is a must-have. Also, a graphic print T-shirt goes a long way. Even if you're that guy and you don't really want to be walking around in activewear, this T-shirt, a good pair of sweatpants over here. Again, the woven fabric is what they have available for you. It really is really, really cool. And if you're not someone that likes to wear white, they've got it in a range of colors. Again, a must-have in your wardrobe. Again, all year round as well. Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Shiraz, thank you so much for coming through. Look, our model looks like he's not only looking good, but he's warming up and he's feeling good. So I think, why not use this time? Hopefully you've got some time. You can maybe just put
I'm glad you're asking him, because the only exercise I do is my coffee cup to my mouth. Working my arms. But again, my T-shirt does that for me.
Awesome. Aya, you're looking good. Are you keen to just do a little bit of a showdown? Okay, so I love the fact that you are speaking about flexibility, being able to move in the gear. And one thing I must say, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling like I'm ready to move. So Aya and I, we just go through a little workout. I think one thing that it's always a good test is, can you squat? Can you get a full range of squat in, right? So let's try that out now. So go down for a deep squat, making sure we activate the glutes. We're pushing out just to add some more flexibility. But look at that, no constriction in the garment, not even in the lat area. A lot of the time, this gets quite tight and it pulls around the back, but you can see this is freedom of movement.
Speaking to that durability, Raul, that we spoke about earlier.
Yeah, I'm really feeling that right now. Aya, you want to step it up a little bit for this one? Let's get our range and our flexibility on, all right? So widen the legs. I want to see how wide I can get on these pants if they're not going to constrict me. So let's go to the right-hand side. We do a little side lunge. Let's open up the leg. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. But
super comfortable?
No. It kind of feels like I'm naked.
Okay,
That's how
I
good it
mean,
feels.
again,
I can't feel it at all.
It's that lightweight fabric. Again, and also
It's
the
gotta be,
Woolies.
man.
Yeah, and also the Woolies edition shorts have been made with performance-enhancing features. It's been cut from really good fabric, so it will help you with any type of workout.
I absolutely love it,
Even if your workout is just shopping at a Woolies, like me.
And I've got to say, it is a little bit hot in the studio. I have been sweating, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting
It's that
wet.
moisture-wicking fabric. Let me tell you about it. It's the one.
I thought so. Brother, you're looking absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, man.
Beautiful form. Ayaponga in the house. Shiraz getting us ready for the season, getting ready to move, and just all around feel good.
And looking liquor.
Thank you. Also, one more thing. I almost forgot. Don't worry, Mzansi. I'm keeping you plugged and I'm keeping you in the loop because why not get involved in this too, right? So you can move in style with the Edition activewear. Do you want to get it? I know you do. I was looking at the social comments and hearing it coming in my ear, and that's why I got to let you know right now. You can get it now at 0% interest. Yes, we're introducing something called PayFlex. Now, this is the buy now, pay later payment solution, and you can now pay for your Woolies fashion, your beauty, and the homeware app and online orders over the 6-week period, right? So that's over 6 weeks with 4 installments at 0% interest. So you can actually get the entire range if you want, and it's not going to break the bank. So why wait? Get involved right now. Shop now at Woolworths online and on the app using PayFlex. PayFlex. I feel good, man, honestly. This is stuff.
Ladies are the boss. Nighttime to shine, no time to get lost. Show them how I show them how
I think I missed the memo when it came to like athleisure. But, you know, I feel good regardless. After the break, we've got some really exciting stuff coming up. We're going to be playing some Mortal Kombat 1 with Ryle and Ewan, see what their skill level is like. Ryle's talking big all the time. He always does. So we'll see what he can do. And then Anila Itzebeth has written a song that quickly is introducing us called Psalm South Africa to bring us all together. All of this and so much more after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your breakfast, your feel-good breakfast show on S3. We're going to do something very feel-good. Video games, because video games are one of the things that's made my life very feel-good. But, you know, when you have all these guys in the studio, there's a lot of big talk. And there's a lot of people.
I haven't said a word. Just saying.
I can feel it. Ryle's got a lot of
Egos are like just infectious.
So we're going to have a showdown right now between Ryle and Ewan playing some Mortal Kombat. I've selected your characters. Let's get into this match.
Reptile side.
Reptile versus Reptile to keep it even, right?
I haven't played in, I don't know, years.
Okay, so don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is, what's the age restriction on this? 18?
This is 18. This is
right.
for adults, this game. So as you know, we are playing it. It is because it is such a definitive fighting game, and it's part of a lot of our legacy when we, in the video game scene.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing it. And obviously these characters, if you've played Mortal Kombat or watched any of the movies, you know that Reptile is such a big character in the series. And I want to see what you guys are capable of.
Okay, what's kick again? What's kick?
All right, so this is a bad start, you. This is a terrible start.
Oh, I turned into a reptile!
Well, you are a reptile, right?
Oh, yes,
but here's the exciting part about this game. Yes, there we go. I think Ewan's already found it. Is that you've got your tag team partner that has come in.
What came out your mouth, bro? Whoa!
That was you. You're playing on the side of the screen.
Oh, look at this.
So,
green bubble, go, green bubble, go!
Reptile's obviously got that poison, and he's coming in with that poison, and that will help. There we go.
What?
Sector, that is Sector. Sector was summoned. That is your second character that you've got that you can tag in to the match. They are called your cameo with a K, of course, because everything in Mortal Kombat is spelt with a K, even it's spelt with a C.
Come on.
You can do that too. Ryle, press R1, please.
R1?
R1. There we go.
All this time!
Yes, there we go. So you can bring your second character, your cameo, into the story.
Come on, buddy, let's go. What are you doing?
Yes, baby.
Can you stop with the spitzies, really?
Yeah, but you see, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing to get this.
Oh, my goodness. Man, I feel like a kid again. I feel like, I'm about to take over the world. Come on! Yeah!
Come on. Okay, fine.
Okay, so the big talk actually panned out.
It did pan. Barely.
No, we just got, that was quite a tight match, but it's not over yet.
Listen, we're going to be going through to some news right now. We're going to start taking the fun away and getting into the important
playing,
stuff.
My buddy.
I'll keep playing because,
Who's next?
Well
Who's
done.
next?
Well done,
bro. That was fun. That was awesome.
Come on.
All right, Ewan's next with the news.
Honestly, bro, I gotta say though, like the game itself has literally made me forget that I'm even working. Absolutely well played. Guys, you gotta get in on this. And for now though, while official duties commence, this is where you can find me for the rest of the show.
There will be a rematch a little bit later on, that is for sure. But for now, let's get into your news headlines. It is just before 7 o'clock, 1 minute, and we'll start off with your national news. At least 84 major roads in the Western Province remain closed in the wake of the recent major storm. Now, these include the N2 at Bottervier, but since Tuesday, at least 15 provincial roads have been reopened to traffic. The N1 at De Durance is open. There's a stop and go in place. Meiringspoort has just been reopened as well, albeit with a stop and go. Clarence Drive on the Betty's Bay side has also been reopened with a single lane for traffic, but there's still no access to Clarence Drive via Gordons Bay. And SA's Navy Chief Vice Admiral Monde Lobese says the submarine school is to be renamed the Gillian Hector Training Centre. Now, the submarine squadron workshops are to be renamed after Master Warrant Officer William Matipa and the submarine squadron officers after Warrant Officer Class 1 Mokwapa Mojela. Now, they, together with Lieutenant Commander Hector, tragically lost their lives after being swept off the SAS Mantatisi near Komiki in the Western Cape last Wednesday. Now, the SA Navy's top brass colleagues, friends and family paid moving tributes to Commander Hector and Warrant Officers Mojela and Matipa at a very special parade yesterday. Making international news headlines, 9 people have been arrested in Iraq after more than 100 people died in a fire in Hamdaniya in the Nineveh province. The fire broke out in a hall where people were celebrating a wedding. Some 150 people were also injured. The 9 suspects are employees of the wedding venue, and warrants have been issued for the arrest of 4 more. The cause of the tragedy is reported to be the fact that fireworks were used inside the building. Iraq's Prime Minister has declared 3 days of national mourning. And the U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin concluded his African visit in Angola yesterday, saying the success of the continent was crucial for all futures. Speaking in the capital, Luanda, he emphasized the United States' commitment to helping Africa advance the security and enhance its protection against, as he put it, 21st century dangers. Now, Austin, who was visiting Africa for the first time since taking office, called for equal partnership between the United States and Africa to increase freedom and justice for all. And we're going to end off with this story a little bit closer to home. 15 schools from various townships south of Durban have been awarded for their outstanding innovations in water conservation. Now, their mission was to come up with ideas that could help save some 10 million litres of water. Now, the competition, dubbed Water for Tomorrow's School Awards, was organised by Triple P, a non-profit or non-government organisation. Now, Triple P's managing director, Nswaki Detlale, says these schools have worked tirelessly to implement projects that will educate learners on the importance of water conservation. Now, as SA is one of the 40 driest countries in the world, Detlane says Triple P is hoping to reach out to as many schools as possible. Parents and teachers are also encouraged to play their part in influencing young people from an early age to save every drop of water. And on that feel-good story, we leave your news headlines for now. We'll have one more update at 8 o'clock right now. Let's jump into your sports.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Yes, let's dive straight back into all our sporting action once again. And speaking of rugby, you've heard this man's name throughout the show. Andre Pollard will make his return to the Springboks for the first time since August 2022. Now, this, as well as Marco van Staden, will serve as the replacement hooker, donning the number 16 jersey for the Springboks' final Rugby World Cup match against Tonga in Marseille, and that's for their pool game. Now, Coach Jacques Nienaber has rotated the starting team, making 12 changes from the previous match against Ireland, and this with Siya Kolisi celebrating his 50th appearance as captain. Now, the outcome of this match will be crucial in determining which two teams from Pool B advance to the quarterfinals and their respective opponents. Well, from rugby action, let's head over to the cricket pitch. Now, Glenn Maxwell's impressive performance with career best figures of 4 for 40 helped Australia secure a 66-run victory over India in the third one-day international, and this ending their 5-match losing streak. Now, Mitchell Marsh led the batting effort with a score of 96 runs, helping Australia reach a total of 352 runs for 7 wickets. Now, their bowlers then successfully defended this total by dismissing India for 286 in the Rajkot. Now, this while India won the 3-match series 2-1, Australia finished on a positive note as they prepare for the upcoming World Cup starting on October the 5th in India. Well, from the cricket pitch, let's head over to some football action and local news taking us by storm. Mamelodi Sundowns achieved a historic feat by setting a new record for the longest unbeaten run in the Premier Soccer League. Now, they defeated Stellenbosch 3-1, extending their unbeaten streak to 32 league matches, surpassing Kaizer Chiefs' previous record of 31 games set in 2005. Now, Sundowns also equaled Chiefs' PSL-era record of 8 consecutive wins at the start of the season, and despite making 7 lineup changes, they secured 24 points from their first 8 games, establishing a commanding lead at the top of the standings. Well, news from last night's footballing action. Europe was going crazy. Yes, in a stunning upset, Newcastle United eliminated 8-time League Cup champions Manchester City with a 1-0 victory. Now, Alexander Isak scored the decisive goal in the second half, securing Newcastle's place in the next round. Now, meanwhile, in other results from the evening, Chelsea defeated high-flying Brighton and Hove Albion 1-0, while Aston Villa and Brentford suffered defeats at home to Everton, that was 2-1, and Arsenal 1-0 respectively. On top of this, 9-time winners Liverpool emerged victorious with a 3-1 victory, a come-from-behind victory over Leicester City at Anfield. Oh, well, we'll carry on with all this sporting action in the next hour. For now, though, a lot of you heading out on the roads, so let's see how we can serve you when it comes to traffic.
Thanks, Raul. That's right. The roads are waking up on this Thursday morning. Let's take a look at some of those incidents. On Monday in Johannesburg, the M1 highway has been closed between Xavier Street and Boyson's exits, and that's due to a crime scene. So if you are in the area, please use an alternative route. Then in Cape Town, in Athlone, there's been an accident on the N2, and that's inbound after Jakes Gerwel. All lanes are open with no current delays. Just be cautious if you're on the area. Then in Sandton in Johannesburg, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound, and that's before William Nicol Drive. The right lane is closed, but free-flowing traffic is reported at the moment. Please be safe on the roads. We'll bring you another update just after 8 o'clock. Right now, let's get into weather. Before we jump into your temperatures, some weather news. Now, Agri-SA has called for assistance to farmers who have been affected by fires in a large part of the country in recent months. The chief executive of Agri-SA, Christo van der Rede, says the damage suffered by farmers nationwide due to destructive fires amounts to some approximately 1 billion rand. Now, crops, livestock and wildlife and infrastructure have taken a serious knock, and the worst damage was in the Northern Cape, the Free State, Northwest and Limpopo. Now, van der Rede says smooth cooperation between the national and provincial governments, municipalities and the agricultural sector is necessary to alleviate losses. Now, meanwhile, the SA Weather Service has issued yet another warning for extremely high fire danger conditions expected over the west coast of Namakwa in the Northern Cape. And with your weather news, let's jump into those temperatures and see what you can expect for your Thursday. Polokwane starting off on 10 minimum this morning, your maximum 22. Mbombela on 12 minimum, reaching a maximum of 21. Pretoria 12 and a high of 23. Johannesburg starting off on 11 this morning with a maximum of 22 degrees. Then over in Mahikeng, you can expect a minimum of 12 and a nice and hot maximum of 27. Klerksdorp 10 minimum this morning, also a maximum of 27. Kimberley 9 this morning, reaching a maximum of 27 as well. Then Bloemfontein starting on 4 minimum, yes, nice and cold, but warming up to 25 degrees. Richards Bay this morning on 15 minimum, your maximum 22 degrees. Pietermaritzburg 11 and a high of 22. Durban starting off on 16, reaching a high of 23. Mthatha on 10 minimum, reaching a maximum of 23 degrees. Then East London, you can expect a minimum of 12 degrees and a maximum of 20. Cradock starting off on 8 degrees, it's nice and cool this morning, but warming up to 24. Gqeberha on 12 minimum with a maximum of 20. George on 13 and a maximum of 22. Cape Town starting on 14 minimum this morning and a mild maximum of 25 degrees. Worcester on 15 and a hot maximum of 29 later on today. Sutherland starting off on 9 degrees, warming up to 22, and Uppington 11 degrees minimum and a maximum of a hot 30 degrees. Come on, summer. Now for your sunrise views, thank you very much for taking the time and sending your beautiful photos to us. We want to say good morning to Des. Good morning, Des in East London, who's capturing these beautiful orange tones glowing up the sky. Look at that, Des. That's phenomenal. Thank you very much. Good morning to May in Umbilo. Snapped also this beautiful photo between the leaves as well. Absolutely stunning, watching the sun rising up there. Darushna, good morning to you in Durbs, overlooking the city. Look at that with the iconic stadium in the background. Perfect timing for that shot. Beautiful. Feeling excited for the day. Love it. Dudley, good morning to you in Milnerton. Yes, showing off real photography skills there. I mean, you can just look at Table Mountain there in the background. Absolutely breathtaking. Thank you very much. We appreciate your pictures. We appreciate you as well. Continue sharing those pictures with us. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 0634088863.
Honestly, I forgot that I'm actually working right now because I'm getting my practice on. You saw the first round where I just barely took Ewan on. So the man's challenging me to a rematch, and that's why I've been practicing, so I can make sure that he doesn't come at me. I didn't know you were going to
take me up on it.
All right, bro, so I hope you're ready for this one. While Ewan and I play out to this, bro, what's happening on the rest of your Feel Good Breakfast show?
That's right. We've got a lot coming up. We've got, obviously, Anila Itzebeth going to be bringing her song, Psalm South Africa, to us to help us unite us, South Africa. And then we have this great lint sleeve that's been designed to celebrate the Rugby World Cup, which is really exciting. So we'll see you after the break.
Come on! Yes! Go!
Congratulations as Tropica Island of Treasure All-Stars takes the spotlight with a smooth SAFTA nomination for Best Competition Reality Show. Plus, you can vote for host Katlego Mabue to win Best TV Presenter by dialing *120*32020# and follow the instructions. Voting costs R1.50 and T's and C's apply.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You are tuned in to Expresso right here on S3. It is a wonderful Thursday. Thank you very much for joining us. We love hanging out with you on our early weekday mornings. Now, we know this. Music has the remarkable power to paint emotions with sound. We feel it everywhere when we listen to it, to tell stories without words and to capture moments in the rhythm of our hearts. And, of course, as our green and gold warriors weave their rugby sorcery on the World Cup stage, they strike a harmonious chord that has us all singing along, especially when it comes to a song made especially for them.
In the world of rugby, the Springboks, together with their loyal support base, are more than just a team. They are a true reflection of the spirit of Ubuntu, unity and just pride in our beautiful country. Ania turns up the rugby spirit with a catchy song collaboration, and she is here. They are all here, in fact, as the Fantastic Four, as I like to call them, to tell us more about this beautiful song that just unites South Africans as we root for the Boka all the way in France. Carleen, Ania, Robbie and Ruan, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ania, we're going to start with you, right? Please talk to us about the inspiration behind creating Saam Suid-Afrika.
So I co-wrote the song with Johan Oberolzer, and just what inspired it is just that absolute proud feeling that's in South Africa at the moment and the big spirits. And yeah, I think we just wanted to recreate that feeling again. It's so amazing when the country stands together, people from different cultures, different backgrounds coming together, singing the same thing. Everyone's got the same goal in mind. And yes, of course, a lot of inspiration comes from our household. Being married to Eben, that's like a big topic in our house. I think it's a great opportunity for us as artists to also be a part of something that's so much bigger than just the individual, and just to give back, give the people something to sing along to. I mean, there's nothing like music to get your emotions going.
Talk to us more about that, actually. I mean, you are a wife to a Springbok. I'm pretty sure you are faced with some unique challenges when it comes to the joys and some stresses that come with the Rugby World Cup. Talk to us about how you are navigating it all.
Yes, it's definitely a challenging time, and just the career in a whole is challenging. But yes, I married my best friend, so we make the challenges and all the sacrifices work. And I think because we're aware of that, there's so much more challenges, we just have to put in that much more effort.
Robbie, you are known to be a genius when it comes to creating rugby songs. What made you want to be a part of this project with everyone else?
No, it's such a privilege. You know, rugby is such a big part of South Africa. You know, we are a rugby country. You know, so if we can bring a bit of music and be a part of that, it's such a big privilege, you know, because we can't really relate with the guys on the field. I always think, yes, you know, I can't relate with that because it's such a big battle there. You see those guys, they're so fit and amazing. And just to be on a small part, a part of that is just the biggest privilege.
And one thing that connects, or two things rather, that connect South Africans is music and sports and a braai. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be pumping it up throughout the Rugby World Cup. Now, Ruan, what message of hope do you wish this song conveys to South Africans?
Yeah, I think the Afrikaans word for it is saamesyn, and everybody loves rugby, or most people loves rugby, and not all of us had the chance to play rugby. And I mean, little of us had the chance to play rugby at that level. Well, not us, them. And I think music is such a way to get, because everybody het al 'n liedjie gesing. I mean, almal het al voor 'n spieël gestaan of in sy kar gery en kliphard gesing as die radio speel. And I think that's the connection where you can get the normal guy to be able to get involved in the rugby or in the Springbok rugby scenario, to get the people there. And I think that's what we're trying to do. Get you there. Get you at the World Cup. If you're in South Africa, try and get you as close to France as possible, even if it's only for this World Cup, but hopefully for years to come. Every time there's a test, pull out the song, sing it, put the braai vleis on and just get going. So I think that's what it's for. I mean, it's a universal language. This is what music is, and sport is such a get-together, like Anya said. It brings people together, and to get this thing to work is what the goal is for me.
it's also a way of bringing them closer to home because they are all the way in France. So when they listen to the song and sing along to it, they'll know that we are singing with them. Absolutely beautiful. Carleen, we hardly ever hear women or girls singing about rugby, but here you are doing just that. What made you want to change the narrative when it comes to that?
Dis waar ek het vinnig op die bandwagon gespring. I just wanted to be a part of it, want yeah, because rugby is so big in our country. And I feel like everybody should record a rugby song. If you get the opportunity this year, I mean, this World Cup, you just have to do it. And when I heard it was with Anya and Robbie and Ruan, you can't say no. And I feel like, yeah, girls also have to support each other. It's weird for a girl to actually sing a rugby song maybe, but yeah, I think it's such an amazing song and the vibe from it is amazing, so yeah.
And that's what it's about, right? Sports is for everyone, both women and men, girls and boys. So the fact that you are pioneering this change is absolutely beautiful. Now, one more question I have for all of you. Can we expect a music video?
Yes, we didn't do a music video. We actually decided, because we're running competitions for schools and a TikTok competition where someone can win a rugby jersey that's signed by the Springboks. So it's very exciting, and we actually want to put those videos together and edit that, because I think at the end of the day it's about the country, it's about everyone
in, yeah, making everyone a part of it.
Yes,
yeah.
Not just the artists or individuals.
We've got the perfect ending for the video, though.
What's the ending, Ruan?
It is where Sia lifts the trophy again.
Absolutely, I love that, Ruan. We are the defending champions after all, and we 100% can bring it back home. Thank you so much for coming through to your Feel Good Breakfast show and starting the day with us.
Thank you, guys.
Psalm State Africa is more than a song. It is a reflection of the unity and pride we all have as South Africans, especially when it comes to backing our boys. To the Springboks, we wish you nothing but the best, and we are here in Mzansi rooting for you all. Bring it back home.
Trek 'n stoel nader, skink vir ons 'n drink. Wys my die legendes wat ons land weer eens gaan dien. Dis ons bokke teen die wêreld. Bring die beker weer tuis.
Die kinders staat op kaalvoet, die afwagting is weg. Strate groen en gou geverf, die appel van ons oog. Dis ons bokke teen die wêreld. Bring die beker weer tuis.
Saam Suid-Afrika. Wees sterk, ons staan op. Aandag is hier vir ons span. Saam verdedig soos net hulle kan. Ons is trots op die bok.
That's how you do it. I know, I love it. I love it when people come together and, you know, make something great. And especially with regards to music and sport, we know how much it unites us. Some of the biggest stars in the Afrikaans community, they're pulling together. Carleen, of course, Anlia, Robbie, Ruan de Toy as well. And I think it's just fantastic, you know, once again on that scale to support our box, man.
It's the kind of music that makes you feel good, right? It's perfect for the occasion.
That's the thing.
You can't be upset when you hear that. You're like, no matter what your mood is, after that, you're like, yeah, that's good, man. It's going to be okay.
And you just hear that tune, you already just want to go like this.
Anyway, but the one thing that's going to get us ready is after the break, we're going to be playing some Binge It or Bash It. Ooh. And it's going to be very, very exciting. So it's time to celebrate the rugby with a moment of bliss with the new Lint Lindor 337-gram rugby sleeve. As the temperature rises and the rugby fever spreads, why not indulge in the irresistibly smooth taste of Lindor as you enjoy the Rugby World Cup with friends and family.
I love the fact that it looks so good. It's something I would try my best to keep it as like a display item, but I know with my guests, it's not going to last that long.
Well,
it's not going to last long enough.
You can empty the box. The box is still nice, man. You can leave that there.
We've got the tactics.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. And of course, we know that summer is well on its way. A little bit late, but it's here. Don't worry, it'll come. And these will, of course, make for the perfect after-bride dessert, available in both milk and assorted. The new rugby sleeve is on theme for sure, and not only great for display, play, but also for eating during and after the game, especially when it becomes rather stressful. You're going to tuck in too many, of course, at once. But indulge in a Lindor truffle, why not? And take the edge off.
Yeah, definitely take the edge off that and definitely add it to the arsenal, especially this weekend maybe. There won't be too much stress when the game comes through, but you can celebrate with your Lindor. So if you'd like to create a moment of bliss at your next Rugby World Cup viewing party, well, Lint is giving you the chance to win a Lint hamper to the value of 1,000 Rand. Gents, how do we get involved in this one?
Brew, it's easy. To enter, head on over to our Expresso Facebook or Instagram page and let us know which Lint product will you be eating during the next World Cup match. Simple, huh? Don't forget to include the hashtag Rugby with Lindor. T's and C's do apply, and you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com. So very, very cool. All right, so binge it or bash it, that's happening.
I'm playing some binge it or bash it. By the way, I love the new vegan Lint chocolates. They are amazing.
What?
Really? No, they're incredible. They just dropped 2 slabs. They're amazing. Just throwing that in there. So we're going to play binge it or bash it, definitely binging those, but we're going to be doing it with video games after the break.
Ooh.
So if you want any old school video games, any games that you want to binge it or bash it, you can check us after the break.
Love it. And then we're also gearing up for our first performance of this morning. Ilan van Staden, hy is hier en hy is reg om so 'n bietjie musiek te maak. So bly ingeskakel net hier op jou Goed Voel ontbytprogram.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the Boks are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 rands worth of Weber Prize. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. We're having a ball over time, that is for sure. And right now, we are going to continue with that. It is now time to play Binge It or Bash It. And today's theme is gaming. Grant is very excited, and we've included a variety of classic PlayStation and Xbox games, PC games, and even old school and new school mobile games. So feel free to play along at home. So how it works, I'm going to show our contestants here a game, and they need to say if they would binge it or bash it. So either you love it or you hate it, basically. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I feel like as a gamer, is there anything that you're going to actually bash here?
Oh, there's probably going to be a lot of
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
People wasted time playing a lot of games.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to get his take on it. All right, let's see the first one. Sims.
Oh.
I'd say binge it. Like it's an important game. It came out at a time, you know, and it's easy to binge. You know what I mean? It came at a time. It used to be called the toilet game by the developers when they didn't have a name because it was the game where you took your characters to the toilet.
Yeah, I knew.
It was like, that's weird.
Just do like random things. I do think for me, I'm gonna bash it though because there's way more constructive things you could do with your time. I am the kind of person, I binge this all my life. So I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change.
Two very different people we have here. All right, next one. We have Tetris.
Oh, binge it. OG, binging all day. I'll binge it right now,
Come
man.
on, I like it.
You're working now. What are you talking about? Yeah, no, I'll binge it.
You've got
100%.
better things to do with your time, Raul. Next one, we have Tomb Raider.
Binge it.
Oh, yes. Lara Croft, you can't go wrong. I've binged that since I was a little kid, so I'm all about the binge right now.
I can't explain to you the excitement I had when I got like Tomb Raider 2 and that opening level in the jungle with the monkeys, right? And I was just like, Tomb Raider 3, and I was just like shaking. I was so excited. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Memory,
so both binge it. Next one, FIFA 23.
I'm a hard binger, man. I used to play League. I used to go so ham. I miss the days of being able to finesse from outside the box, guaranteed every time you get that angle.
By the way, it's not called FIFA anymore. It's called FC. They lost
There's
the license.
now FC.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, it's called FC. So this year it's FC. Hopefully we'll be doing it on the show.
No.
Yeah, we did speak about it this week as well. Snake. How's this one?
Oh, bash it, man.
Word. Yeah.
Really? I have carpal tunnel because of this game. Do you know these buttons aren't touch buttons on this Nokia?
Man, this is the polyphonic era, the polyphonic ringtone era. This game took away my life. I'm also gonna bash it now. It took way too much time out of my hands.
You didn't have a console, you just had the phone.
Just had that.
That's like, I could not play this when I had a console at home.
All right, Tony Hawk.
Oh, binge it! Yes, let's binge it! And this is the best one. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Via purely just railing around the entire map for as long as I can. I'll just binge on railing alone.
Look, this is probably one of the best games ever made, and I still like have it loaded on my PC at home. So every now and again, when I'm just feeling a little depressed and I need a 2-minute session, I'll go collect all the skate. And Tony Hawk recently uploaded a TikTok where he collected skate with balloons, and I was like, man, like, oh, it was really cool.
More therapy advice coming from Gronheim.
There we go, exactly. Let's flip the table here. Wordle.
Oh, bash it.
Yeah, I'm also bashing this. This is not my strong point.
No, bash it, man. You know, you're always playing with somebody that's like, when is your turn? When are you playing? It's like, I'm in a meeting. Stop telling me when to play this game. Stop it. Like, I've got so many notifications on my phone. Get lost.
Okay,
Bash it.
all right. That was a strong opinion. Need for Speed.
Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky.
It depends which one.
Come on.
Underground, I bash. I don't like any.
I'm not working anymore. How could you say such a thing?
Yeah, no. Actually, overall, I think I'd bash it. I know people are going to be mad at me at home. I'm so sorry, South Africa.
Yeah, this is so for me, I'm only bashing it based on the other car games that are available. I'm still like a Gran Turismo fan at heart, and the realism for me is where I get it. I don't know. I might just bash this one. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, bashing it. Burnout even I'd actually choose over.
Yes, Burnout!
I will binge it. GTA.
Binge, 100%.
This you could binge for the rest of your life. You could still play this game to this day and not have finished everything that's available.
Yeah, there's
so much to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so both binge it. Last one. Look, Grant. He is.
Can I tell you a secret?
Grant is going through a whole lot of emotion right now.
I'm going to tell you a secret that I'm very proud of. I've never, ever in my life played this game.
Really?
Never, ever, not once.
Okay, so I take it you're going to bash it.
Yeah, I have to bash it. I don't know what it's about even.
Because it is my job to play most games that come out. I have played this as well. And it is terrible. No, look, it's a very addictive game. It's real fun.
Plays it, though. Everybody binges it.
It's fun. It is lots of fun, but that's the problem. I've got more productive things. I'd rather play the Sims.
Okay, all right. Well, there we have it. Some strong opinions and some rather high energy that came through this. Thank you very much, Raul. I'm going to excuse you. You have to go talk to our art in just a second. Now, if you are serious about your gaming, that was really exciting, then you will love this. Now, with Vodacom, you can now get plug-and-play internet from 339 rands per month. Plus, you can enhance your plan to access a UPS from 19 rands so that you can continue playing during load shedding. I mean, that's a good deal. And better yet, if you are still looking to complete your setup, you can also now get a PlayStation 5 from 399 Rand per month and a smart TV from 199 Rand per month with Enhance. I mean, these are some incredible deals. They are next level, and there are so many devices to choose from as well. So to find out more, you can visit vodacom.co.za. I know Grant's eyes just went like this.
339 Rand a month. That's amazing.
Mzansi, enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together, Vodacom.
Oh, yeah, and Mzansi, the feel-good just keeps going. The moment has finally arrived because joining us on our Expresso stage is Ellen van Staden in the building. Yes, since making his debut in the local entertainment industry in 2022, singer, songwriter, and actor has finally released his long-awaited debut album, May Mense. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a feel-good welcome!
How's it, brother?
I'm lekker. How are you, man?
I'm lekker. I'm here at Expresso, man.
Yeah.
How can I not be?
I felt your energy from the moment you came in here. Since you've been sound checking, you're bringing all the vibes, bro.
Yes.
But finally, after all these years, you released this album.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about it. Why did it come together? What inspired it, and what is it about?
Yeah, so this album is basically pieces of myself, pieces of my people, May Mense.
Yeah.
My history, my future, my hopes, my dreams. And yeah, a year and a half ago, my life changed drastically. I got a call from the label I've been wanting to work with for the past 5 years. And they're like, hey, what are you doing for lunch? I'm like, whatever you're cooking. And yeah, I got there, got a 360 contract. And lo and behold, almost 2 years from then, we're dropping the album tomorrow.
Yes, man. That's something to celebrate, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing yourself, being vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's not always easy in a world that's like really so meticulously judging us. Talk to me about this like strategy you have. I believe there's an interesting way that you're going to produce some sort of performances to reveal the album. What's up these sleeves, bro? What's happening?
So, as anyone that knows the music industry, it takes a village to create an album.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of people, it takes a lot of input, a lot of faith and prayers, but God's been good. He's been opening the right doors at the right time. So yeah, the strategy we have in place is definitely going to be to take the music that's on this album out on the road, na jou dorpie toe. And we're going to make some music live as much as possible,
Oh, nice. So a little bit like a road trip vibe, yeah?
Yeah, touring.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for this one, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has finally arrived because this is Ian van Staden and he's performing his song titled Koa Pizza. Now, this is from his debut album, May Mense. So without further ado, brother, the stage is yours. Take it away.
Thanks, my brother.
My skoene aan die brand slaan vanaand, maar dis okay waar. My koffie proe flou sonder jou en my hande kry koud al sit ek in die son. Gou pizza by myself is nie so lekker sonder jou nie, vertrek die volgende oggend. Ek myself probeer reed om weer te probeer, man het geleer als is net geleen. Die waarheid as jy eet wat ek geleer het, dan die lewe lekkerder is met jou daarin. Kyk in jou rigting en ek voel braaf was sonder die indruk dat jy skaam was. Nou draai ons saam en ons is in hierdie ding. Koue pizza saam met jou is net die beste ding. Met elke kyk het dit vir my gelyk dat hierdie nie kort termyn gaan wees nie. Ek trap versigtig en fokus op die ritme. Jy lag en sê toon 'n trap is vir kinders, maar jy moes dit weet toe jy kom in my hart steel, ek staan verstom dat jy nie een is verstil sit nie, ons is al. Ek begin nou die prentjie sien, kyk in jou rigting en ek voel braaf was sonder die indruk dat jy skaam was. Nou draai ons saam en ons is in hierdie ding. Liewe is net lekkerder met jou daarin. Ek voel dit aankom en wat ek voel ek bly net hier by my, want sonder jou is dit ek het gesoek hoe jy het
flow sonder jou en my hande kry koud al sit ek in die son hè. Gou pizza by myself is nie so lekker sonder jou nie vertrek die volgende oggend. Ek het myself probeer reed om weer te probeer man het geleer als is net geleen. Die waarheid is jy was nie ewe begeleer het dat die lewe lekkerder is met jou daarin en kyk in jou rigting en ek voel braaf was sonder die indruk dat jy is gaan was. Nou draai ons saam en ons is in hierdie ding. Lewe is net lekkerder met jou daarin. Ek voel dit aankom en wat ek voel ek bly net hier by my want sonder jou is dit reg. Ek het gesoek hoe jy het my gevind. Koue pizza saam met jou is net die beste ding.
The sun is here, the trees all emerald green, but how do you get your spirits up when spring allergies got you down?
It's tough, man. Well, you do it with Seti-Sit and Expresso's springtime competition. Because this month, you stand to win cash prizes of 5,000 Rand each when you answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, and of course, include the all-important hashtag Seti-Sit in your answer. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It's about to go down in the kitchen, baby. That is for sure. Listen, we're very excited because summer is literally just around the corner, and it comes with new cooking inspiration and good vibes shared with loved ones. That's what it's all about, right? Now, spring is, of course, also the perfect interlude and the best way to delight in special moments, and that is through food. Enjoyed al fresco with President Cheese. And today, we are joined by two extraordinary chefs, Jenny Morris, we love her, and private chef Rue Farousa, we love her too, who are ready to go head-to-head to create the ultimate spring dishes cook-off using President Cheese, perfect for those special moments, brought to you by President Cheese. We also have Melissa, the brand manager, with us. Good morning. Hello, ladies.
Morning.
Lekker. There's a lot going on here, and I'm hoping that we're going to pull this off, because here's what's going to happen. I've got 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, Jenny is not worried.
We've got President Cheese, baby.
Yeah. So what's going to happen? So Melissa's carrying a little bowl there, okay? And you're going to draw one of those papers out the bowl, and you're going to have to use that particular, whatever's on there, as the hero ingredient in your dish to create this beautiful spring-inspired dish, you know, that's inspired by a loved one. All right. Are we ready? Who's going to go first?
No pressure.
You go first.
All right. Okay, let's see what you got. Because there's obviously the two variations here.
This is not part of our 2 minutes, right? Light and fluffy, just like me.
Thick and smooth, light and fluffy. Okay, so you have to use, so these are one of these two. You've got yours, and you've got your one there.
Yes.
All right, you've got the
Thick and smooth.
thick and smooth.
Think
All
what?
right.
I'm not thick and smooth.
Okay, so Jenny, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Roo, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, are we ready to start the timer? 3, 2, 1. And let's go. Okay, I'm gonna actually just step out the way here because I don't know where to stand. Melissa, I'm gonna stand with you. So while these chefs are going, talk to me about these two different options. I mean, what they bring to the table.
Yeah, so I think the nice thing about, our cream cheese range that it's very versatile. We have our thick and smooth and our light and fluffy range. The light and fluffy is an aerated cream cheese. So it's similar to like a chocolate mousse in texture, which is like perfect for spreading on crackers or dipping like potato chips. And then you have the thick and smooth, which is more of like a velvety, it's very indulgent, and that is like smooth and creamy in texture, which is like perfect for, cooking and baking as well. So the two ranges were, perfectly crafted for those specific types of uses.
And thinking about heading into spring especially, I mean, why is this such a perfect, I think, product to do things with, to create recipes with?
So the good thing about the range itself, that it's known for its exceptional quality and delightful flavors. So with President Cheese, every moment becomes like a mouth-watering experience. So
that's what you want.
yeah, exactly. And the nice thing about the range, the entire range itself as well, that it has a wide selection of cheeses. Ranging from feta, mature cheese, your soft cheese such as camembert, brie, blue cheese as well as your, the cream cheese. So, it's perfect for every occasion.
All right, Melissa, there's 30 seconds left. Where did the sign? I'm glad we didn't interrupt you. How's it 30 seconds left? I thought you guys are professionals. What's going on here? No, you guys are doing well. You guys are doing well.
Are you serious?
Yes. All right.
No,
9,
front door.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to carry on though.
Okay. Just finish your dishing quickly.
Okay.
Just finish the dishing quickly. There we go.
Do that to us.
Because it's a challenge, Jenny.
To you.
Okay.
I'm sure
Careful, don't. It's hot. Yes.
So are you. This is a cooking show.
She's quick. She's quick.
And she's
Okay.
burning.
Let's just wait. Can I not do that for you?
Look at that.
Can I help you
That is
here?
light and
What can I do
fluffy,
for you?
baby. Pour that in.
Can I just pour that in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just.
There we go. All of it.
Yes, all of it. Sorry, darling. I hope it will
Okay. Look, it smells delicious. It really does.
Here, give me some more cream, please. Come on, darling.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were going to go and put a kiss there. Okay.
It's never too late.
I'm focusing. Hang on. All of it.
So
What do you want?
Yes.
I can't say anything, can I?
Never.
Okay. Like really, all of it.
Yeah, I'm greedy.
Even you greedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of it.
Oh, the soft hummings of Jenny Morris in my ear. Okay.
You know what? This.
All right, and there we have it. That is beautiful. What do we call your dish?
So this is a creamy mushroom pasta.
Ooh,
Yes.
I like that. And Jenny, what do we have on your side?
This is called light and fluffy chaos.
Light and fluffy chaos. I like it. Okay, so you guys you can take your dishes all the way there. Ryle is awaiting you guys for the taste test. And let's see who is going to walk away as the old Jenny. You got to make your way.
But I must give them pepper.
Oh my goodness, the time is long
Right up,
gone.
Melissa, well played out. What did you think of that cook-off?
No, it was quick. They're clearly the professionals.
Clearly, you can grab a seat here because I want to invite you and Ewan down. You are going to be our judges. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the judging panel. We've set up a beautiful table for Ewan and Melissa so they can make their final verdict. We achieved the impossible. We did a cook-off in less than like 2 minutes. An incredible dish. So I would ask Jenny and Roo to come through and present their meals and maybe talk through exactly what went down and the selection process. Jenny, maybe you can start with your one. What exactly was the inspiration and the idea behind choosing this dish?
the challenge was spring.
Yeah.
And what can you do with cream cheese? Not just a sandwich or just to whack onto a biscuit, because you can cook with it. And if you've got it in your fridge, baby, you've got 10,000 meals.
And excuse the spun, but spring has spun over there. I see you've got some spring onion too. Well played, the subtle details. Rue, smelling delicious on your side. Take me through this beautiful dish.
Okay, so I was using the thick and smooth cheese, so I thought to make it a nice hearty dish. So we've got some mushrooms in there for some earthiness. And yeah, the cream cheese just brings it all together.
What are we waiting for, guys? Let's get these in the plate.
Okay.
Let's have our judges have a little taste. What are we starting with first?
I will start here with Ruth.
Okay, so
I'll get a bit of everything in here.
And try maybe give a little bit for Melissa too. Let's start off with this.
Melissa, pass me your plate over there.
Help you out here on this side. I got you.
Thank you. Look, I just found out like 2 seconds ago that I'm going to be a judge on
Yeah,
this.
man, you better step it up. How often do you get two superstars royalty in the culinary world coming at you with 2 meals? And this is a lot of pressure, huh?
It is a lot of pressure.
This is a lot of pressure, brother. I absolutely love this. Okay, so Mzansi, what do we think of the first dish? I hope that you can somehow envision the flavors and smells coming out of this, but just think about the cheese alone. And Melissa's digging into her one while Jenny starts preparing the next dish.
Sorry, I'm not doing TV bites here.
Man's got to get the gains, but I can't blame you, bro. When it smells that good, it's very difficult to take a small bite. Melissa's already moving on. Don't give us your judgment yet, because we want to have a fair analysis. But save it in. Oh, yes, please.
That garlic hits.
Give me under your plate.
What did you do to deserve this, bro? This is like a day for you, man. Playing games, getting chow, absolutely celebrating this. But I'm celebrating the fact that you can use cheese in such a versatile way. I mean, South Africans love it, right, Melissa? This is something that ticks our boxes. We're talking about things like biltong, right? We're talking about braais. We talk about cheese. These are essentials. These are things that we should actually keep, because looking at the recipes, there's a lot that we can do with this, right? Not just cooking.
Not just cooking as well, it's perfect for entertaining as well.
Ah, I like
your
that.
cheese boards, that's the infamous usage as well for the President range. Perfect for entertaining guests, yeah.
I love that. All right, well, not to distract you any further. Second
I'm
dish
going to go in
has
here.
arrived. I don't know how, I'm so glad I'm not in your seats, because I don't know how you're going to decide who the winner is, but somehow between the two of you, you need to make some form of a unanimous decision and find out who the winner is. But we'll go in a separate vote. Ewan will decide first what his favorite dish is. We'll ask Melissa, and then we'll see if we have a winner. Ewan, you don't have to eat the whole thing, bro.
Why not?
It's just a bite.
I don't know how judging works. I'm sorry. I'm going to eat everything.
Well, Melissa's definitely looking like her belly is absolutely content. Looks like you're happy. Well, you tucks away and finish this. Maybe we can get your analysis on the 2 dishes.
So I love the freshness of this dish and the creaminess that the cream cheese adds, as well as the heartiness of the pasta. Who wouldn't love, or who doesn't love a pasta? So it's these dishes are delicious.
Yeah,
so
they're both very different.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Like, I agree on the freshness side. You're really fresh and like beautiful light, that springiness comes through as well. On your side, with your spaghetti here, it's such a deep flavor. It's beautiful. It just hits that taste bud so lekker, and all the garlic especially comes through. I love garlic, which is great. I don't know. Do we need to deliberate or something? Do we need to talk?
I think what we can do is let's have Melissa choose her final verdict. Let's have Ewan choose his final dish. Let's see if we have a winner there. If it's 1-1, there's both winners. But I think, Melissa, from your side, what was your dish that stood out for you?
Okay, I think it's this one. I really love the freshness of it.
All right.
I love salmon as well.
So Jenny, 1 point in your corner so far, but let's see what the final judge has to say.
I'm going to go with Rue. I don't know.
I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. It's officially a win.
Both also good.
Oh, we knew that was going to happen. You can't go wrong no matter what cheese you're deciding. Just make sure you choose one of them. And the excitement isn't even over yet, because one lucky viewer stands a chance to win big, and that's winning a President Cheese hamper to the value of 5,000 rand. And all you have to do is head over to their competition post on the Expresso social pages. Tell us what spring dish you would create using President Cheese to celebrate a special moment. And don't forget to include the hashtag President Cheese Moments. And the competition closes on the 1st of October. That's just before midnight. So that's like 1 minute to 12. The T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com. And can I officially say thank you, Melissa, for bringing this incredible product through. Jenny, Rue, I don't know how you did it, but somehow you made it even better than we anticipated. It is so good. You were taking everybody's dishes, and Zanzi, you definitely want to get in on this one. Well played. Well played. Yes.
Going down.
Wow, this garlic bread that you've got going, hey?
Isn't it beautiful?
For this time, look, I'm a big fan of garlic bread. I know a lot of people hate it,
exactly.
but it just reminds me of good times, you know? It's always that happy smell.
That was a good time.
All
for
right,
sure.
anyway, so get ready because next week marks the beginning of Hope-tober. This initiative brought to you by Addock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, dedicates the entire month of October to spreading hope and kindness throughout South Africa.
Exactly. It is beautiful. It is a time for all of us to come together and make a positive impact in our fellow citizens' lives. And even the simplest of gestures, like a friendly wave or a hello, a warm greeting, can brighten someone's day. Now, listen up, because Adcock Ingram OTC, who's the sponsors of Brave, have one amazing gesture up their sleeve, all right? They are giving away 1,500 Rand cash every weekday on Expresso during the entire month of October.
So be sure to tune in to your favorite breakfast show daily for all the details on how to enter and be a part of this incredible journey of hope and generosity.
September is Pharmacy Month, in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities one pharmacy at a time.
Oh, so much going on in the show right now. I'm just trying to stop myself from diving into those plates that we had earlier because, oh, Ewan looked like he dived in and his belly's very happy. Apart from that, don't go anywhere, Mzansi, because there's so much to look forward to on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Looks like JP Sebastian's just stepped in. He's got a new look. He's reviewing a movie called Past Lives, and let me tell you, just the fact that JP has come dressed with a theme, we know that this is going to be a good one.
Bespoke.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Fun, entertainment, good food. It's all right here. And it doesn't stop because there's so much to look forward to on our show. And especially what you're about to see right now. Yes, man, it's all about the good stuff. It's all about S3's entertainment options. And there is an array of it. We're talking about things like online, YouTube, SABC+. It is everywhere. Now, Grant Hines, we've got something special to look forward to. A little performance of sorts, yeah?
Yeah, we've got some really exciting stuff that's going down. We're going to be bringing you that instant feel-good feeling this morning.
Yes.
And if you guys are interested, and I hope that you are, we're going to be bringing you the content that gives you that instant feel-good mood. And our social media team loves doing it. So let's look at what's on our feel-good morning show this morning. As a nation, we're going to be backing our boys, obviously. You know, let's take a look over here.
Okay, well, let's check it out. It looks like a dance. It looks like something fun. Let's get straight into it.
Yeah, we're back, baby. I'm a box style. South Africa. Santi. This one is for you. Let's go. Asiba Sabi. Shiyama Fu. Asiba Sabi. Shiyama Fu. Asiba Sabi, Shiyama Funa. Asiba Sabi, Shiyama Funa. I'm a bugger, I'm a bugger, man. I'm a bugger.
Now listen, dude, I saw this in the studio when they actually performed it. I was like just amazed. I was entertained and I thought it was really funny, but I'm going to be honest with you, Mzansi thought a lot of other things online. We got so many comments coming through.
So let's see what they have to say about it.
Yeah, check it out. So we've got lots coming through. Christopher Road 557 says, the little drummer boy. Those are the two guys in the background pretending to play drums.
Why didn't you participate in this round?
I should have. I didn't crack the knot in the team. I'm waiting for the next editions to maybe make the cut.
Okay, let's see what else somebody else has said. This should be our haka. Imagine the box dancing before every game. Zelda, you're right.
A new form of intimidation. I love that. We've got CEO next door says, TikTok is a government, I tell you. We all take instructions from the comment section, and I love it. Congrats, guys. Oh, well played. That's very true. Another one coming through.
All right, so Jacob's also said, get this man a plane ticket to France. Nobody deserves it more than him.
Yeah,
I mean, Jacob's,
that's a great idea. A live, real human mascot? Come on, bring it on. I absolutely love that. Of course, Mzansi, we're not going anywhere. We've got lots more to look forward to. But for now, I think it is official duty time. So let's stick into the rest of this and see what else we can expect.
Thank you so much, boys. It's 8 o'clock. Let's take a last look at your news headlines. Starting off with the national news, the Deputy Minister of Health, Sibongiseni Dlomo, says there has been an alarming increase in medical claims against the department in the past 15 years. Now, in 2018, cumulative medical claims amounted to 70 billion rand. By March of this year, it was 77 billion rand. Now, since 2018, some 15,000 medical claims have been lodged against the department. Dlomo said many of the claims were justified, but it was also found that fraud has been committed with others. And at least 84 major roads in the Western Province remain closed in the wake of the recent major storm. Now, these include the N2 at Botrivier, but since Tuesday, at least 15 provincial roads have been reopened to traffic. The N1 at De Durans is open. There's a stop and go in place. Meiringspoort has just been reopened, albeit with a stop and go. Clarence Drive on the Betty's Bay side has also been reopened with a single lane for traffic, but there's still no access to Clarence Drive via Gordons Bay. Then into your international news headlines, President Joe Biden on Tuesday announced the first members of the President's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement. Now, one of the members is actress Viola Davis, who will advise Washington on deepening ties with African communities. Now, Washington has sought to stress the region's importance and counter challenges posed by China and Russia to the United States' interests in the increasingly important region. Now, the council will advise the president on a range of issues. The chair of the council will be Sylvester Beeman, the Bishop of the African Methodist Episcopal Church, who pronounced the benediction at Biden's inauguration in 2021. And 9 people have been arrested in Iraq after more than 100 people died in a fire in Hamdaniya in the Nineveh province. The fire broke out in a hall where people were celebrating a wedding. Some 150 people were also injured. The 9 suspects are employees of the wedding venue, and warrants have been issued for the rest of 4 more. Now, the cause of the tragedy is reported to be the fact that fireworks were used inside the building. Iraq's Prime Minister has declared 3 days of national mourning. And we end off with this story. You get pets and you get unusual pets. Then you get animal lovers and you get unusual animal lovers. Now put them together and you get animal lover Dave Brooker from Kent in the UK. Now he goes absolutely everywhere with his beloved pet turkey. Yes, you heard it right. Now, ever since she was born 2 years ago on his farm, the turkey, named Trouble Version 2, or T2 for short, follows Dave everywhere, from the pub to the dentist, everywhere. Nothing weird to see T2 with a 56-year-old sitting at the White Horse pub pecking at a packet of chips. Now, T2 has made such an impression on her owner that he now propagates December as the month when all turkeys should go on holiday. Yes, we all agree. And that's your news headlines for this Thursday morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's quickly take a last look at your sports with Ryle.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Let's take one last dive into all the sporting action and news that's happening around the world and our country. Starting off with the rugby news, Andre Pollard will make his return to the Springboks for the first time since August 2022. And on top of this, Marco van Staden will also serve as the replacement hooker, donning the number 16 jersey. Now this in the Springboks' final Rugby World Cup pool match against Tonga in Marseille this weekend. Now Coach Jacques Nienaber has rotated the starting team, making 12 changes from the previous match against Ireland. Now, on top of this, Siya Kolisi will be celebrating his 50th appearance as captain of the Boks. Now, this outcome is, the outcome of this match will be crucial in determining which two teams from Pool B advance to the quarterfinals and their respective opponents. Well, from rugby news, let's head over to the cricket pitch right now. And Glenn Maxwell's impressive performance with career best figures of 4 for 40 helped Australia secure a 66-run victory over India in the third one-day international, ending their 5-match losing streak. Now, Mitchell Marsh led the batting effort with a score of 96, helping Australia reach a total of 352 runs for 7 wickets. Now, their bowlers then successfully defended this total by dismissing India for 286 in the Rajkot. Now, while India won the 3-match series 2-1, Australia finished on a positive note as they prepare for the upcoming World Cup starting on October the 5th and taking place in India. Well, from cricket, we head back to football action right now, and local at that, Mamelodi Sundowns achieved an historic feat by setting a new record for the longest unbeaten run in the Premier Soccer League. Now, they defeated Stellenbosch 3-1, extending their unbeaten streak to 32 league matches, surpassing Kaizer Chiefs' previous record of 31 games set in 2005. Now, Sundowns also equaled Chiefs' PSL-era record of 8 consecutive wins at the start of the season. Now, despite making 7 lineup changes, they secured 24 points from their first 8 games, establishing a commanding lead at the top of the standings. Well, back to the most recent footballing news, which took place last night, and a bit of an upset, yes, a stunning upset, and that by Newcastle United, who eliminated 8-time League Cup champions Manchester City with a 1-0 victory. Now, Alexander Isak scored the decisive goal in the second half, securing Newcastle's place in the next round. And meanwhile, in other results from the evening, Chelsea defeated high-flying Brighton and Hove Albion 1-0, while Aston Villa and Brentford suffered defeats at home to Everton, and that score being 2-1 and the one against Arsenal being a 1-0 respectively. Now, 9-time winners Liverpool also emerged victorious with a 3-1 victory over Leicester City at Anfield. Well, that's a final look at all things sport. We'll do it all again tomorrow, but for now, though, it's time for a lot of you heading out on the roads to find out what's happening when it comes to traffic.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's quickly give you a last update on your roads this morning. Firstly, starting off in Ormonde in Johannesburg, the M1 highway has been now closed completely between Xavier Street and Boyson's exits, and that's due to a crime scene. Please use alternative routes if you can. Then in Ekurhuleni in Johannesburg, there is heavy mist in the area. Please maintain a safe traveling distance and remember to switch on your headlights as well. Take it easy on the roads. In Brakpan in Johannesburg rather, there has been a multi-vehicle accident on the N12, that's westbound, after Kingsway Highway, and the 2 right lanes are closed, and there's very slow-moving traffic reported in the area. Make your way around if you can. That's what we have for you in terms of traffic. Please be safe out there, South Africa. Let's now take a last look at your weather. Before we jump into your temperatures, some weather news. The commercial farmers organisation Agri Western Cape says although it's very pleased with the high rainfall figures in the province, it remains concerned about the negative impact of recent floods on the sector. Now, heavy rains wreaked havoc across the province on Monday, damaging roads, infrastructure and flooding vast tracts of farmland. Now, Agri Western Cape CEO Jannie Strydom says, unfortunately, with this amount of rain, there are challenges for the agricultural sector, especially for the Overberg area. Now, he says grains are looking good this season and they trust that this rainfall will not have too serious negative impacts on the potential harvest at this stage. Now, some of the city's rainfall recording stations show September monthly rainfall figures to be more than 3 times the long-term monthly average. Now, Theewaterskloof, Cape Town's largest dam, is at 115.6% capacity and has now been overflowing for the past month. Now, with your weather news, let's take a last look at your temperatures. Starting with Polokwane on 10 degrees a minimum, you can expect a maximum of 22. Mbombela on a 12 minimum, your maximum 21. Pretoria starting off on 12 as well with a maximum of 23. Johannesburg 11 minimum and a maximum of 22. Over in Mahikeng, you can expect a minimum of 12 this morning, a maximum of nice and warmer 27. Klerksdorp 10, 27. Kimberley 9 and a high of 27 as well. Bloemfontein starting on a cool 4 degrees minimum, but warming up to 25 degrees later on today. In Richards Bay, you can expect a minimum of 15, your maximum 22. Pietermaritzburg 11 minimum, your maximum 22 as well. Durban 16, 23. Mthatha on 10 and a high of 23 as well. Then over to East London's, that starts off on 12 minimum. You can expect a maximum of 20 later on today. Cradock on 8 degrees minimum, warming up to 24. Gqeberha on 12 and a high of 20. George 13 and a high of 22. In Cape Town, you can expect a minimum of 14 and a warmer 25 today. Worcester 15 and a hot maximum of 29. Sutherland 9 and a high of 22. Uppington 11 and a very hot maximum of 30 degrees. That's your temperatures for your Thursday morning. Let's quickly dive into some pictures that you've sent. Thank you very much. We want to say good morning to Nicholas. How's it, Nicholas, in Albertina? Heading out on the roads there. Stop to share this beautiful sun rising up. Look at that. Thanks so much. Tanya, good morning to you in KZN, who snapped this incredible orange hues in the sky. Looks phenomenal. Absolutely looks photoshopped. That's definitely a screensaver. Taste, good morning to you in Cape Town, out on the beach as well. Shared this perfect moment of the sun's rays out on the ocean. That is beautiful, Taste. Mensa, what a way to wake up. And Prakash in Durbs. Good morning to you, Prakash. Of course, showing another memorable view of his morning on the beach there. This breathtaking. Look at that. Stunning. Those photography skills on fleek, my brother. I mean, look at those colors. What a moment. Thank you very much for sharing. Really do appreciate that. Please continue to sharing your morning views with us. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863.
Oh, those pictures are definitely inspiring and getting us to want to travel. But how can we travel peacefully when we have allergies? We'll find out about that after the break. And then, who's this man next to me? It's not a Jackson 5 member. It's not Chef. New hair? Who this? Chef. What's happening, bro?
Chef.
How you doing?
I think I had too long a heritage day. You begged me to say the terrible line. It's not good. I should be put on Robben Island for saying that. That is the worst joke I've ever heard. Oh, what's happening is I'm talking about movies that are already out in cinema, some that make me roll my eyes, but hey, I'm not the only person in the world. Some of you might like them too. And then I will be reviewing Past Lives, which is a bit of a heartbreaker. Yeah.
See you after this.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso breakfast show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the Boks are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 rands worth of Weber Prize. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome. If you've just joined us, you're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. And JP's like, oh, I'm about to go on live TV. Yeah, my man. What are you expecting?
These cameras aren't real. They're made of chocolate, right?
Yeah, sure.
Pete, bite it. There we go.
There we are. Look, guys, it's JP.
Yes. Hello.
Love the hair.
And the hair. This is almost hair from a past life, if you will.
Oh, look at that. I saw the segue.
Man knows how to say the word segue. Very good for you.
Yeah.
So, there's romance that's already out in circuit, and it's getting big acclaim from a lot of critics all over the world. I don't know if you heard of Past Lives.
Tell me about it.
But it's one of these things that it's really intense, thought-provoking type of stuff. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you one of these intense, thought-provoking type of scenes. Just to try and set the scene for you, though, is what you've got here is a lady who immigrated from Korea when she was a kid and had this child puppy love boyfriend back in the day. And he decides he's going to come and visit her in a new home of New York. And that could always be a sort of a contentious decision. And you'll find all that tension in this scene from Past Lives out already.
너는 나를 왜 찾았어?
12년 전에? 그게 그렇게 궁금해? 한 번 더 보고 싶었어. 잘 모르겠어. 왠지 네가 날 두고 그냥 확 가버려서 좀 열받았던 것 같아.
미안.
뭐가 미안해?
Hey man, I'm loving the acting. Yeah, that's real, genuine stuff.
And the chemistry is off the charts. So you've got two definite shoe-ins for Oscar next year, and especially since the Oscars will be looking for something, since everything got delayed. But yeah, also just because it's a fantastic set of actors that you've got there. Greta Lee will be nominated, and Teo Yu will also be nominated. Thank you for telling me his name there, Ewan, with your fine Korean accent. So yes, like I said, it's already out, and some of you have already seen it. And really what sort of... Okay, tell you what, let me set the scene and the story for you for a bit. So, already said that she immigrated. She went to Canada with her family. Obviously, that's through no choice of her own. She was 12 years old when this was decided. And she accepts it in a way that I think us as guys, we recognize that when breakups happen, even when it was 12, like the girl tends to put on a very brave face compared to guys, and the guy becomes a mopey puppy. I don't know, that has been my experience. And so...
Sounds about right.
You know what I mean? It's strange, like us who try to act like the tough guy through the entire relationship, and then when she says goodbye, she's like, bites her lip and makes the decision. And deftly then goes into this future where she says, you know, you're never going to win a Nobel Prize if you're in Korea, because she wants to do literature. She ends up being a playwright in Canada, and from there, years pass, and she gets married. But before that, she joined up with this guy again in a pen pal situation. He was searching for her the whole time. She changed her name, and that's why he couldn't find her. Because, I mean, similar to, you know, African people here in South Africa, you have an English name that you adopt because you're going into a new world, I suppose. I don't know why people make these decisions. That's up to you. And so you couldn't find her on social media for that reason. And when they do connect, it starts off with a few innocent clicks. And she's like at 1 a.m. like, what if I just, you know, reach out to Hae Sung again and see what he was up to? And it's crazy how this movie sort of spirals out, how a few innocent clicks like that can just open up a bottle of worms. What's the saying? I don't know. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? A can of worms. Sorry, I'm fancy. I get my things in bottles, my worms in cans like you guys. And so, yeah, it starts off really interestingly with this proposition. You hear this narrated voice of other people watching these three people on a date, then her and her husband and this guy who surprises them in New York. He's not being forceful. He's not being like overly heavily like burdensome and emotional, as you could see from that scene. He's not falling to his knees saying, please come back to me type of thing. But these narrators again, I wonder who's who. Like, is she dating him? Is she dating that guy? The way we play these games sometimes when we're out in public. And then she looks into camera, and like the truth is that you reached a movie here where people don't have these solid defined categories. You are wife, you are husband, and you are definitely like long forlorn lover kind of thing. They're all people in a fluid state of motion where they just don't know where they are. Does she still love him? Does she still miss him? Does he miss her and whatever? And this is the complication, man. We just saw that movie. It was Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, Marriage Story. We're getting so many more of these romances where it's not all like roses and it's not all like rainbows. And life is real and being alive is hard. And so in this movie, you have to tango with, when do you part ways? Do you have that airport reunification scene where everyone runs into each other's arms and kisses? Or is life really like that? And the acting is really the thing that carries it so well to prove that. That's all you need sometimes. You don't need necessarily the Hallmark card for what romance looks like. And sometimes Past Lives is the life that we're living right now. But this is a scene, again, from Past Lives. Whereas I was talking about that date situation where you don't know who's who, but she's obviously married to the guy who calls himself a white Jewish guy in the United States. And this foreign dude from Korea comes back into her life. Another look at Past Lives.
왠지 널 보고 여기도 오고 그러니까 좀 이상한 생각이 많아지네.
무슨 생각?
12년 전에 그때 내가 만약에 뉴욕에 왔었다면 어땠을까? 만약에 네가 한국을 떠나지 않았다면 그렇게 떠나지 않았고 우리가 같이 자랐더라도 내가 널 찾았을까? 우리가 사귀었을까? 헤어졌을까? 부부가 됐을까? 우리는 아이들을 가졌을까? 그런 생각들.
You can really see him there battling with his emotions in that scene.
Actors knowing what to hold back, when to just bite their lip and not overact it and whatever. So you don't get all of these scenes with huge violins and sweeping tears and
this is like I sometimes like stories where it's real. It's very close to what we all experience and watching that.
Love is complicated. Nothing's clean cut and no one ever really says goodbye.
Give us some popcorns, bud.
So 8 out of 10 for Past Lives. Do yourselves a favor. It's very thought-provoking. Might be very sad for some people too, might be very happy. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. But yeah, definitely the kind of thing that will get you talking over dinner. Hopefully not too much about your past lives and exes and stuff like that. But hey, that's what being a human is about.
Awesome. Thanks, Bud. More with JP coming up as we delve more deeper into some other movies that released and his take on it. Stick around. We'll be back.
This September on Expresso, celebrate Pharmacy Month by telling us who your favorite pharmacist is for the chance to win R1,000 cash each weekday with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. Check out the competition post on Expresso's social media pages. Tell us who your favorite pharmacist is and why, and include the hashtag sponsors of Brave to enter. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, South Africa, to your feel-good breakfast show on S3. And especially good morning to travelers out there. I'm a traveler, I travel a lot, and there's a lot that we need to consider. Today, we're going to be diving into an important topic for all the globetrotters out there, traveling with allergies, because I also have allergies. The CEO of the Independent Community Pharmacy Association, Ahmad Bayet, is here to share essential tips to ensure a safe and allergy-friendly journey. So let's get started.
Yeah, good
Welcome to the show.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Thank you very much for having us here.
Allergy-free this morning?
I am.
Okay, good stuff. Look, not many people can say yes to that, and especially those that are traveling. And I want to dive straight into it. For those that are potentially planning travel, journeys, destinations, you name it, there's a lot that's going to be happening now in spring. Can you share some tips on like allergy prevention, or how do we deal with allergies as travelers are going into the season?
Right. So most allergy sufferers will know the triggers to their allergies, and they're familiar with that. And at home, they're able to manage those because it's a controlled environment.
Yeah.
However, when they move away from home, wherever it might be, and usually if it's abroad, they're not familiar with the terrain and the land layout. And so they're prone to allergy responses to the environment. I'll give you a story of a family that traveled abroad. The mother was asthmatic and she was allergic, went abroad, on holiday, staying in a hotel, went to the restaurant for a meal. She was allergic to shellfish. Nobody in the group ordered any seafoods. An hour after they had had the meal, she had an attack.
Oh, wow.
Right.
True.
Ended up in hospital. Fortunately, the hospital was prepared for this kind of an incident. Went to hospital, in ICU, etc., etc. And 2 days later, she was discharged. She's fine, thank goodness, right? However, it was an allergy from cross-contamination of food, which is something we have very little control of. So it's important that travelers abroad are able to, will actually check with the hotel, what is your policy on contamination in your kitchens? What is your policy if you're traveling on the planes? What is the policy in the planes with regards to food and allergies and so on? So you have food allergies, you have allergies to pollen and house dust mite and mold and so on. So any of those could trigger an allergy.
Yeah.
So one must be prepared for that.
On that note, is there any medication that we should be traveling with? And are there some that we should just be avoiding?
Yeah.
Right. So antihistamines are the mainstay of management of allergies. And usually one would take the long-acting, non-drowsy formulation because you're on holiday, you want to enjoy your time there. You don't want to end up like this poor lady who lost 2 or 3 days of her holiday, right? An expensive holiday. So antihistamines are what you would normally take. And any other medication that you have been prescribed for you to control your allergies, make sure you take them with. Make sure you carry them with you all the time. When you're in the plane, have them in your carry-on luggage, not in your checked-in luggage, so you have access to it on the plane.
And you can't assume that you will find them on the other side either.
Correct.
So maybe then, to eliminate that assumption, I would ask you this question. Are there any sort of over-the-counter sort of allergy medications that we could possibly include as a backup when we are traveling, knowing that we might not be able to get it anywhere else, or we are going to go to a remote location, somewhere where there's no access to it? What could you possibly suggest? Is there something in that option?
So antihistamines, as I said, are the mainstay, right? So you take your antihistamines and make sure you take sufficient to cover you beyond your holiday period in case, because there could be disruptions to your travel, so you don't get caught up.
That's smart, yeah.
Also, what's useful in an air-conditioned environment, you want to take a saline nasal spray to keep the nasal passages moist, because dryness will actually aggravate allergies and so on. So that's important. And any other medication that you normally would take for yourself, just make sure you carry your medication with you. And speak to your pharmacist, because that's what he's there for, right? Will guide you on what you should take.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Well, I'm diving into conversations that I think a lot of us are dealing with right now. Grant, you mentioned, obviously, you're a sufferer of this. I want to know if there's anything that pharmacists can provide when it comes to, like, say, a written copy of our allergy and medication history. Is that something that we can carry in case of an emergency? Because sometimes in that situation, you aren't always able to announce that I have this issue because it's already occurring. I might be hyperventilating and you might not know what the case is. How can we communicate this when we aren't physically able to do so?
So a few things there. One is you can get a printout of your medication from your pharmacist to indicate what medication you're on.
Yeah.
Also, what's important is to use one of those allergy alert badges, right, to say I'm allergic to X, Y, and Z. So on the other side, whoever it is will have access to that information.
It was like that silver bracelet with the... Okay, I remember. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Also, if you're traveling to a foreign country where English is not the spoken language, try and learn the word allergy in that language. So you add an allergy, and if you're allergic to peanuts...
Google Translate can help with that.
Correct.
Oh, smart
So you're
stuff,
able to tell the person on the other side, I'm allergic to peanuts, and I've had a reaction, so they know how to manage you.
This is brilliant. Ahmed, thank you so much for coming through. These are exceptional travel tips.
This is very important.
Yeah.
And it's something as a traveler myself that you have to take into consideration in all your planning, because it can, in some instances, be life or death, which is extremely important. So, Pharmacy Month may be coming to an end, but that doesn't mean we should stop celebrating and appreciating our pharmacists.
Oh, yeah. And remember to talk to your pharmacists because they're available to help you with sound advice. Now, on top of this, things are getting exciting. You stand the chance to win 5,000 Rand in cash, and that's happening this week. So simply tell us about a time when allergies ruined a special moment or event for you. Don't forget to include the hashtag SetiSit in your entry on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram competition post. And remember, the competition closes Monday, the 2nd of October at midnight. Your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. With that, I wish you nothing but good luck, good travel, and an allergy-free good time.
Well, on the topic of travel, we just celebrated Tourism Day, and when it comes to travel, South Africa, it really is the perfect location for any vacationer's dream holiday. Now, Kutle visited the beautiful Protea Hotel in Bloemfontein, Willow Lake, where country and city meet, perfect for a getaway.
My motto for September is yes. Yes to new spaces and places. I've just touched down at the beautiful Protea Hotel Willow Lake at the heart of Bloemfontein. Getting ready to relax in an urban oasis, exploring lush greenery, and of course, the iconic tourist sites. Let's check it out. This exquisitely designed piece of heaven is rich in African culture, and I have the pleasure of exploring the luxury through the eyes of the incredible team that make our stay a memorable one. Blanche, what is the secret behind the success of the Marriott hotels?
Without a doubt, it's all about the passionate and amazing associates that I have the privilege to work with every day. Putting people first is also one of Marriott's core values.
I would love to see more of the Protea Hotel Willow Lake. Do you mind please showing me around, Blanche?
Absolute pleasure. Let's take a walk. So Kule, this is 101 restaurant. This is our in-house restaurant where we serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. We can approximately do 60 to 65 people.
There's the Protea Hotel Bloemfontein and Protea Hotel Willow Lake. What's the difference between the two hotels?
Protea Hotel Bloemfontein was the first Protea in Bloemfontein, so it's a much older, more classical hotel, a beautiful property, where Willow Lake is the modern hotel between the two within Bloemfontein. Both hotels have 94 rooms, so they're both beautiful Protea hotels in the city.
From the perfect stay to the perfect adventure, let's find out what you, your family, your partner, your friends can get up to on your next visit to the Protea Hotel Bloemfontein Willow Lake.
This is our patio area with our pool. We also host our resident peacocks. They are here every morning and every afternoon. So this is a beautiful open space where we host functions.
Now, between the two hotels, how many awards have you won in the past 5 years?
Oh, wow. So Protea Hotel Willow Lake has won 10 PMR awards in the last 5 years. We've also won Best of Bloom for 9 consecutive years, and we really hope to win it again this year.
Wow. What are some of your standout features of the Protea Hotel Willow Lake?
We serve a very traditional dish on our menu called malemegode, also known as afal, and we're in close proximity to all the major malls as well as the cricket and rugby stadiums. So we are a very popular hotel to host any sports group.
Blanche, I can't wait to explore more of Bloemfontein with the Willow Lake as my home. When the city and the country meet, it's called Naval Hill, the only game reserve to be situated within the city, boasting rich indigenous plant life and some friendly animals that we get to meet along the way. Plus, we get to visit the iconic Naval Hill Planetarium. What can visitors expect when they come here to visit the planetarium?
It's a place where we learn about space, and people can just come here and learn what is happening about the space. There are so many things that are happening up there, and there's so much information that people can gain out of the presentations that we have here.
What more can visitors expect to experience here at Naval Hill?
So in here we have a few animals. The herbivorous animals only, of course. And then people can enjoy nature. People can go to the Mandela statue and just chill there and enjoy themselves.
I got to learn about the history of Bloemfontein whilst having fun. I think it's very important to take part in such activities because just like people, places have personalities as well. So if you learn the history of the space, you get to truly enjoy it for what it is and what it has to offer. Can you please talk to us about the purpose of the Sangita Wildlife Rescue?
Well, the purpose is, first of all, to rescue as much as possible wild animals, since we are working closely with Nature Conservation Free State and the public. And the second most important purpose is to educate our youth today on how to save these animals for the future generation. So the guests can walk with us as we feed the animals, and we can educate them on the animals, why they are here, why it's important to save them.
Do you mind showing me around, please?
Come follow me, I'll show you everything. These are my two babies. This one is Thunder, this one is Thor. Both of them are also rescued animals.
They're so precious. I love this moment with the meerkat over there and the warthog.
It's the Lion King.
Lion King.
It's Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa. After a long day experiencing the beauty of Bloem, it's now time for dinner at Restaurant 101. Please talk to me about what I'll be enjoying this evening.
So it's grilled chicken liver served on ciabatta with a little bit of a cream sauce, and to dash it off, we've got an onion marmalade. Then on your mains, we've got the most amazing malamugodu ever in the Free State. It's served with creamy sam, spinach and pumpkin. Your dessert, we are definitely giving you the apple crumble. And as I say, that is the best way to end your 3-course.
Staying over at the Marriott feels like a reward for all your hard work. What an incredible space to experience new things. Places are like people, they have personalities. So if you know its history, you get to truly enjoy it for what it is and what it has to offer.
Having the time of her life. Now, your next adventure awaits. So sign up as a Marriott Bonvoy member today on Marriott.com to ensure that you are prepared for your next visit.
Yes, Mzansi, 'tis the season for traveling, the season for doing all the good stuff in our country, and we're going to bring you the top destinations in South Africa. And then, of course, this man's still standing by. More movies coming from here?
Yes, indeed, and tourism in all of itself, you know, going to a cinema, watching a movie, you're traveling far away on a cheap budget, I guess.
All that and all more on your Feel Good Breakfast show after this.
Mabel, check this. With a MyGoals premium account, you get 12 free airport lounge visits.
12?
Yeah.
God, David, when are you busy planning your next getaway during office hours? Aman.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are back live with JP Sebastian
Thank you
on
for that
your
word.
Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Because I was just laughing at myself, like, what is wrong with my brain? I was like, I wonder if they're coming to this segment now with JP. Oh, there are 3 cameras around me. They probably are.
Yeah, we,
JP, get ready.
we are live. I can confirm this. All right, let's talk about movies currently in the cinemas. One that you are particularly excited about, The Expendables 4.
You're a funny man, aren't you? My favorite comedy this week is Ewan. No, so like I said at one of the coming ups earlier, is that JP is not particularly pleased about any of these, but JP is not every South African out there, and some of you might have a sweet spot for one of these. And sometimes what's weird is like a whole famous big movie will fly under the radar and you won't know that it was out. So hey, here we are to let you know. Expendables 4 is the first one that is presently on circuit. I think that's probably already top 3 in South Africa right now at the box office. Can't remember offhand, but clearly getting a lot of love. As some people believe it should. What do you feel about the Expendables series? Before I get all mean, Ewan, are you going to be diplomatic on my behalf?
I'm not going to get diplomatic about it at all. I think for me it's just nice to see. I like the guys that I see on screen.
Jason Statham.
I like the action. Stallone, the old school action heroes. But I do feel. I mean, this is now the 4th one, right? And yes, although it's nice to see action. I mean. We spoke about it a little bit off air. The fact that when they made that first one, that was like the, let's bank that.
You're making a museum that is a tribute to a generation of the people we grew up on, whether Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, etc. So it seems kind of weird to be like, cool, let's make a 2nd museum and a 3rd and a 4th, because then you're just re-injecting into a franchise this idea of celebrating what's past. And then continuing the past into the future, whatever. I'm getting too Inception on you here now. But all you got to know is that in Expendables 4, at least returning was Stallone and Jason Statham, who takes the front. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a bit peeved, actually, that he was excluded from this one. But, such is life. Things have to pass eventually. And not too soon, Arnold. Please stick with us. And there are 2 names here that really should be getting center stage of Hollywood movies for the longest time already, forever, is Iko Uwais and Tony Jaa. You might remember. I feel like I keep thinking Ewan did kickboxing. Did you? No,
I did boxing.
Okay. Yeah. My poor bad maths.
Yeah, that's okay.
But Tony Jaa was Ong Bak the Protector, which was very good. Iko Uwais, obviously the Raid, which I've spoken about way too much on Expresso, and they are in contention for being called the modern day Bruce Lee, the successor.
Yeah.
And yet they're still given these side roles to. Sure, Jason Statham's got martial arts under his belt.
Yeah.
Sure, he knows what he's doing, but these dudes are super exciting, and they just like the side dishes.
Look, I'm here for them. I like the actors. I know that I'm glad that they're still working. I love there's opportunities, and I love the fact that there's still action.
There's the diplomat I was looking for.
Yes, I thought I'm not going to go there, but let's do it anyways. Cats in the museum.
Let's not.
Let's flip the script a little bit here.
I heard one of our crew members just expel oxygen so that they pass out as quickly as possible because they took their kid to see Cats in the Museum, and they had a family feud in public because why? If you were looking for a reason to dislike Russia, I know some of you might be. Maybe you want to dislike the Russian studio that gave us the animation that, Guy, what this looks like is when you see like these medicine adverts and it's like, hey, sip this and you'll stop coughing, and there's like this bought cat on there that looks like Philip, a cat that looks like it's got COVID, and it's like, why did you employ someone to do this? Rather just, I don't know, show me someone coughing a lung out and I'd say, oh, that's a lot cuter, but man, the animation on this is so... It's so rough. Cats in the Museum. But look, the thing is, you've got toddlers, you've got little ones, and some of you are in hostage situations. I know, like, there's some people who have burned through their Frozen DVDs, ironically, because that's all they get to watch when they're at home. And yes, poor Chad, I know that you were held hostage by your little one, and you had to take your son. He's throwing a very trembling thumb up at JP Sebastian across the studio. So look, sometimes they got to see what they want to see too. And that's their right, but maybe you should argue with them afterwards and do the stick up the bum type critic thing and be like, what did you think about that child? Because man, Cats in the Museum. Look, you've got other options. You've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is age restriction 7 to 9, so maybe not for the little ones. But there's also Headspace, which is a South African production, which actually looks a lot better quality than this. Do give that a try maybe first if you're looking for animation options for your littlest. Headspace and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cats in the Museum, I'd say rather take your kids to see Taxidermy. It might be a lot.
Wow. All right, we have one more quickly. After everything, run me through, my friend.
Please run me through with a sword, man. After everything, this is... And man, after I wish it was 6 feet under. It's another romance play. I'm not a conservative dude, and I'm open-minded and whatever. And I think that's good that children explore, you know, their sexual dimension and whatever. Know that we're human beings and we've got a pee-pee and a vagina and all this and whatever. JP's going off into the bushes here for no good reason. So let's say with the movie, and the thing is that you got this movie which came out after like 50 Shades of Grey came out, and it's like, ooh, what if we do teen romance but with a 50 Shades of Grey edge? And JP's just like, eh. Anyway, some people are into that, and that's maybe other people deserve to watch something saucy once in a while. So I think this would be number 4, where you have to bring yourself to believe, and this is why I believe this movie is high fantasy, that hero Fiends Tiffin, which is a human name, the lead actor, is a New York Times best-selling author. Your JP's been mean, but this actor's not good, guy. And somehow a 4th movie comes around, and it looks like it's the quality of The Room by Tommy Wiseau. Teenagers, watch what you want. Don't listen to this old uncle, but maybe also go watch Past Lives, which is another very good romance out there. But if you did just want to watch something that has like the romantic quality of The Expendables, then After Everything might be for you. I don't think it's for humans, though. I'm not sure that they're humans in this. They all might be AI. I do not know. These actors might be generated by computers.
All right. JP, thank you very much. I love that. Make of this chat what you will at home. Go and enjoy a movie. Thanks, JP. Always appreciate a value opinion, my friend. That's your movie review here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
I genuinely don't know what to make of that one, but I'm so grateful JP came and served nonetheless. But speaking of serving, we're going to serve you up with something special. Obviously, the weather is slightly changing. I know you can feel it. Summer's around the corner. It has been so long, and for most parts of the country, the weather has been intense these couple of days, which is why we are all holding on and counting down to those sun-filled days ahead. So leading up to summer, Tropica have been sharing some great tips on their socials on how to spend your days, plus an awesome chance to win prizes. So we are joining in on the conversation online, and this morning we're looking at the latest summer guide on the Tropica socials, and it's taking place in Durban. So let's link straight to Durban right now. Let's chat about exactly what we can do there, and I've got 2 of my familia who are spending time on the show just to add some more gears to this. So guys, we're going to go straight into it. I want to hear what your opinion is and thoughts on this. I don't know if you have been to Durban or not, but let's dive straight into this. All right, so first up, what you want to do in Durban is one of the country's coolest coastlines, and here are some of the great ways to enjoy the city this summer. Number 1, why not take a walk on the promenade while you sip on an ice-cold Tropica? I know if you guys have been to the promenade, it's a long stretch. You can apparently do like a 5K run there. That's how long it goes. All the way from like Oshaka Marine World to like Suncoast Casino or something like that. Beautifully upgraded. I've seen guys on bicycles, scooters, what are those rickshaws and stuff as well. You guys ever done this?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this is
I had family that grew up in Durban. So
oh, okay, all right, man. So you've already created some beautiful memories. Mzansi, if you haven't, this is something you definitely want to dive into. On top of this, obviously, a beach day. How could you go to Durban and not do this with some of the most beautiful stretches of coastline in the country and the warm water? It's a no-brainer. Plus, it's free. Yeah, nature is free when you hit the Durbs. Warm water, I know a lot of Cape Townians are going to be celebrating that and definitely heading out there. So definitely grab some of that warm water. You gents swim in Cape Town when you are here?
Do you swim in Cape Town in the water? I've tried.
You've tried. We've all tried.
Yes. Yeah. I'm from Cape Town, so yes, I do swim in this water. Everyone around the country thinks I'm loony, but it's...
I feel you, bro, but let me tell you, it's like tropics out there in Durban, so get your Speedos on. On top of this, you can also take a day trip up to Shluhluwe and Mfolozi, reserve and enjoy a safari game drive. Yeah, you might meet some of the big 5, and look at this shot just showing you incredible landscapes out in KZN especially. I mean, Grant, you've got family that are from there. For me, it's still some of the rawest and authentic places that you can find in the country.
KZN is so beautiful, and there's so many stories. You just hear of people like, oh, I found a python in my backyard, you know? And you go like, well, actually, there's just this rural, rustic, it's so beautiful out there.
It is indeed. Ilan, I don't know if you've been to this place, but a lot of peeps have ticked this off the bucket list. Oshaka Marine World. It's an iconic destination, a must-see whenever visiting Durban. I don't know if you've been in there. I actually went down and put this like thing over my head and did like a diving thing with the sharks and stuff. It's
wonderful.
Like a wild snorkel adventure. Really cool. Is this the kind of adventure you'd be into, Ilan?
Yeah, definitely. If I remember correctly, I actually been there when I was much younger.
Oh, nice.
I remember seeing the box jellyfish.
Stay away.
It's the most poisonous.
Yes.
organism on Earth.
You learn
according to
something.
them.
You can go somewhere and learn
I
something.
didn't know what a box jellyfish was up until that day. Now I know.
Now, they just expected like a box to be swimming at you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's a small thing. Stay away from it. Guys, now that we've got Durban officially ticks off the list, I want to find out some more personal things from you. Grant, maybe you can start us off. Your hometown is no longer KZN, it's Cape Town right now. What do you do with the fam? What's some of the favorite things that you maybe add to a bucket list and recommend from Mzansi?
You know, having a small kid has kind of changed the way we enjoy summer, and it's made us appreciate summer so much more because you're not locked inside, and there's so much beauty out here. We love going to Kirstenbosch Gardens.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know, we can take Jamie, run around those lawns, and
parks
just like
and
she's
everything.
safe. Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful location.
I'm just picturing your picnic spread. You've got some nice tropicas there, some snacks. That's a day, man. That is a day. You know, what about you? I actually even asked, what hometown are you even from, bro?
So I'm from Johannesburg, but recently moved to Pretoria.
Okay,
I tell
nice.
people that's where the noise is at. So as a musician, it's the place to be, yeah.
Bro, Pretoria is insane. I've been driving through there, and it looks like this Jurassic World. Like nature has fused with Pretoria in a beautiful way.
It's beautiful.
looking incredible. What are the standout things that you'd love to do? Things that bucket list, memory-making magic? What is on your sleeve?
Yeah, so in the Afrikaans music scene, that's where the venues are at. That's where the stages are at. So I love performing there in Pretoria and surrounding areas. Yeah,
It's a perfect
the highlight.
occasion to share your new album, man.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
That's going to
Let's
be
go.
good. And
Yeah.
anything else on your list?
Yeah, definitely a big highlight for me is any sort of family time.
Nice.
I love cooking. I love cooking for my family.
Okay.
Let's call it braaiing. We love to braai, right? But cooking as well in general in the kitchen, yeah.
And what's this cold pizza thing? Do you actually like cold pizzas? Do you serve that to the family? Is that like a...
No.
You cook the pizza, leave it out to dry.
Yeah. So it's all about the concept, right? No matter where you go over the weekend, it could be a bride, could be a party, you can go out dancing. The next morning, let's say Sunday morning, there would always be that one ugly little piece of pizza still in the box that's left over. It's not the prettiest piece, but it's definitely the most delicious one. Once you give it a bit of love again in the microwave, right?
Oh, I love that.
That's Koa pizza. Cold pizza.
Very
Let's go.
nice. Well played. Look, for me, there's definitely options when it comes to nature. I'm always up heading on the mountain. I head to Muizenberg a lot, so if you can get out to the
that's
peak there,
awesome.
it's a beautiful spot to just look over the entire flats, the ocean, everything. On top of that, I could always check the surf out. So while I am doing that, I'll check the surf out. If it is good, I head straight down to Muizenberg Beach, and there's so much you can do there. Yoga, chill out, have a nice ice-cold tropica while you're at it, or just surf. The list goes on. But, Mzansi, the countdown to summer is officially on. As you've heard, we're all getting excited, geared up, and adding to the list. So follow my Tropica on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, because you're definitely going to get inspired. Yes, the best summer inspiration content, the best summer hangouts, awesome summer music, and lots of chances to win big. I love that. Nice, guys.
Make my day, boy.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause, because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso breakfast show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the Boks are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 rands worth of Weber Braais. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. We have time for one more performance from Ilan van Staden. He's here performing a song "Und" live from his debut album, My Mense. Take it away, my friend.
Thanks, man.
Voel jy ook soms die diepe waters roep jou naam uit? Dit trek jou terug na dit wat jy nog altyd was. Op 'n jagtog om 'n vuur, 'n nuwe horison blink weer in jou versuur. En as dit brand, dan moet jy toegee tot die roepstem. Is dit net selfs 'n gesie roepstem, jou alleen stem? Sê jou goodbyes en lekker slaap, wat weer die lang pad na jou vryheid toe, ou maat. Want 'n man moet ontlaai, ai, 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 om 'n vuur of 'n braai, ai, 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 laat die wêreld vergaan, trek die bosveld weer aan, want 'n man moet ontlaai. Want 'n man moet ontlaai, ai, 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 voor hy aan jou wakker raai, ai, 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 is jy uit in die veld, jy's die gisterse held, want 'n man moet ontlaai. En as die stilte van die bosveld begin fluister, en my laat twyfel oor die man wat ek moes wees, hoor ek die woorde van my pa, wat sê sal jy ons erfenis nou verder dra. Sal jy my sê wat jy wil hê uit hierdie lewe, en die ding waarvoor jy asem weg sal gee, en my wens vir jou my kind, dat onvoorwaardelike liefde jou sal vind. Want 'n man moet ontlaai, ai, 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 om 'n vuur of 'n braai, ai, 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 laat die wêreld vergaan, trek die bosveld weer aan, want 'n man moet ontlaai. Want 'n man moet ontlaai, ai, 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 voor jy aan jou wakker raai, ai, 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 is jy uit in die veld, jy's die gisterse held, want 'n man moet ontlaai. Voel jy ook soms die diepe waters roep jou naam uit, dit trek jou terug na dit wat jy nog altyd was, op 'n jagtog om 'n vuur, 'n nuwe woord.
Another Feel Good production.
Bosveld weer aan, want 'n man moet ontlaai. Want 'n man moet ontlaai, ai, 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 voor hy aan jou wakker raai, ai, 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 is jy uit in die veld, jy's die gisterse held, want 'n man moet ontlaai. Hey! Is jy uit in die veld, jy's die gisterse held, want 'n man moet ontlaai.
That was absolutely incredible, Ilan.
Thanks so much, brother.
Did you enjoy your time on the show?
Oh, it was excellent.
Hey?
Can't wait to come again.
Dude, I can't believe the fact that you are producing an album for the first time,
Yeah.
a long-awaited album. The fact that you're out here on the show, celebrating that, giving us exclusive performances.
Yeah.
I got to say thank you, man. It's really been an honor to share your talent with Mzansi and
Yes,
creating the stage for you. So let me flip this side because officially we are live right now. Yes, Mzansi,
Wonderful.
welcome to it. We are joining everybody on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Wherever we're streaming live, you can find us right now. So good morning to all of you that were on the show. If you weren't, oh, you missed some good stuff. But don't worry, we're going to give you a little teaser of what to expect right now. So, bro, I know you mentioned we've got some cool things happening. You've got these little performances.
Yeah.
Is it going to be starting back home in Pretoria?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to start at the root of it all, yeah.
All right. And would you be any chance making your way down to Cape Town?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
If the bookings allow it, that'll be awesome.
Lekker.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this can be a full-on trip.
Yeah.
Kimberley, KZN, Richards Bay even. I think everybody's going to love and enjoy your music.
Brother.
And the fact that you've materialized this into existence is just absolutely beautiful for me. When you were younger, when things started off, did you ever envision a moment like this? Did you think you'd be on the stage?
I did.
You did? All right.
Yeah, to sum it up, man, since I was a kid, I remember the first, probably the first signs my parents got was like, hey, I think we're dealing with a muso, is every Christmas dinner or every family dinner, I would hit the pots and pans with spoons and everything, you know, in protest to get some instruments in the house.
Yeah.
And I just never stopped.
Bro, I love that because that speaks to me about materialization. It's a powerful tool.
Yes, sir.
You envisioned this years ago and look at you living it out. Let's play into that mantra right now. Let's speak about what we can materialize in the future, especially when it comes to performing with artists. Is there any part of you that would love to collab with big names, maybe produce a song together? Put it out there right now because I'm guaranteeing you're going to look back on this and this is going to come into existence. So let's see, what would it be?
Yeah, so there's a lot of great talent across the country. I'm probably going to mention one or two names now, but there's so many that I've been listening to and been looking up to in my career. And the cool thing is it's new. It's new artists. It's very current. There's an amazing group. I've got the privilege of calling them friends, Rien, so Rain, English translation. Heard of Rain?
Yeah, we've heard of them for sure,
I would love to collab with them.
Nice.
Awesome guys like Rafense around town, you know, massive names in the industry, making beautiful music, and it would actually just be a big privilege and honor to work with them.
Well, the privilege and honor right now is all ours because we get time with you. So this is Ilan van Staden. He's going to be performing a song titled SMK. This is Sondagmiddag Knippie, or Nippie, I believe. This is going to be an interesting one. This one is also from his debut album, May Mense. So again, it's going to be feel good, brother. The stage is yours. Take us away and celebrate.
Liefde wat vir altyd hou, kom ons slaan het uit die park want ek is lief vir jou. Hierdie wêreld hier ken nie sulke liefde nie. Hierdie week was rof en naweek kom beskof, maar die bietjie wat ons het ons weer opgeset. Ons het min geslaap, van vooraf verlief geraak. Kom ons vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie, let's kyk ek vir 'n rukkie. My hart is aan die brand net vir jou. Daar was goeie tye deur die jare, die moedes en die hare, maar ons het nog iets anders geplan. Kom ons vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie vir oulaas vir 'n rukkie, voor die week weer lekker besig raak. My engel, hou net aan my vas, jy's die een wat by my pas. Ek vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie saam met jou. Ons was nog so jong toe ek vir jou ontmoet, by die drive en daar die hand het ek vir jou kom groet. Jy was bitter mooi, het my wêreld omgegooi. Maar vandag as ek so terugkyk, weet ek wat ek weet, dat my lewe sonder jou oneindig leeg sou wees. Jy's my laaste roep, die een wat ek altyd soek. Kom ons vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie, let's kyk net vir 'n rukkie. My hart is aan die brand net vir jou. Daar was goeie tye deur die jare, die moedes en die hare, maar ons het nog iets anders geplan. Kom ons vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie vir oulaas vir 'n rukkie, voor die week weer lekker besig raak. My engel, hou net aan my vas, jy's die een wat by my pas. Ek vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie saam met jou. Wat vir altyd hou, kom ons slaan het uit die park want ek is lief vir jou. Kom ons vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie, let's skies net vir 'n rukkie. My hart is aan die brand net vir jou. Daar was goeie tye hierdie jare, die modes en die hare, maar ons het nog dieselfde gebly. Kom ons vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie vir oulaas vir 'n rukkie, vir die lekker besig raak. My engel hang net aan my pas, is die een wat by my pas. Ek vat 'n Sondagmiddag knippie saam met jou. Saam met jou. Saam met jou.
We love you!